Hello, welcome to Mr. Talking USA Radio Plays The Scarlet Keys. I'm Ben,
I'm Dan.
and today we're tackling our fourth scenario, Sanguine Shadows. Nope, that's not true at all. We're tackling we're tackling Dead Heat, File 11B in Marrakesh. So yeah, we last time we went to Alexandria. We were there to hunt like a beast of some sort down, but instead dealt with an old man that was clinging desperately to an artifact of the
That
people
old man
there.
was wilding out.
Yeah. Um, so we beat him up, although he did get dragged away by some guards. So he's still out there, and he might have a bit of a vendetta against us. So we'll see how that goes. But we got 6 experience, and then at the end of the last stream, we also went to Rome, which didn't have too much going on. We got a event that gave us one extra resource to start the scenario, so we'll start with 6. And it looked like there was a giant event that could occur there if we something happens in the story, but um,
I'm also just going to mention, people probably just watched it, but in case you didn't just watch the last scenario, the end of it features a classic Ben and Dan strategize about the last turn for about 48 minutes, which happens way too much to us. Trying desperately to get one additional XP and risking everything in the process and taking an additional hour. But I mean, I don't know. That's how we play this game.
just
So
gotta yeah we get, you gotta go for the victory if it's
yeah.
possible. So far we haven't been punished, I think, too badly for that, but it could still happen.
We I think we got very lucky on the last few chaos draws because we really could have gotten wrecked, but we didn't. So yeah,
Yeah, that we did. It did have to go our way near at the end there. Much like the previous scenario. The previous scenario was a little bit
right.
more our own assumptions, making it harder on ourselves. um,
Yeah. Well, and the most recent, the third scenario, we did have a lot of bad luck. I think earlier in the scenario, it was just at the end we kind of like managed to get a couple lucky draws. So
yeah. So we stopped in Rome, but I've marked it as blue on the map because we can go back either to get the bonus resource, which probably isn't worth the time, or if we uh, if we get the initial trigger, then I'll obviously strongly advocate to go back. So it's gonna be more story text. So that puts us at 12 time after we leave Rome. We're going to Marrakesh. So that puts us at 12 total time out of the 35, which I have no idea if that's a good number or a bad number to be at for the fourth scenario, but that's where we're living. So I guess let's look at our decks quick. I already forgot what I did. Oh, okay. I upgraded my. Oh, is this the wrong deck? Boo. All right. Well, I'll just hide it. I upgraded my level 3 flashlight.
really,
And
really feeling some apprehension here based on some chat comments from our friends.
I
Really,
yeah
really
I
hope nothing.
yeah there
Really hope nothing insane's about to happen
there's
to
some
us.
there's some vague ominous text happening over there, and it's not making me feel confident. So uh, I'm sure it'll be fine. I have orphan
Look,
powers, and
yeah, look, we are a grizzled private detective and a gumptious small orphan. How can we possibly lose to this scenario?
yeah. It occurs to me
Ben is gumping it up, but Ben is just gumping all over the place now. Like, how can you beat that? You can't.
occurs to me I didn't adaptable anything in or out between these scenarios,
That seems bad. You should definitely
but
probably do
but
that.
what I don't know what I would need to adaptable in or out, because I don't know anything about
Yeah,
the scenario, right? So
yeah. At this point, you're kind of committed to the insane make difficulties lower combo, even though it appears
yeah,
to very rarely do anything.
it
So
it does some stuff sometimes. I might like I would
you need
rotate it.
you
I would rotate in more
you probably
makeshift
need like
traps.
three adaptables to have a hope of reversing it at this point.
Well, I've invested a bunch of XP in it too now too, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so a deck upgrade. So I upgraded my other flashlight, and I added an emergency cache, level 3. So I can get lots of supplies on my flashlights or on your strange solutions if you have those going yet. Did you finish
I do
upgrading your
not.
deck while we were talking by
I did.
chance?
I did indeed.
Do you have a number for me? Great. What'd you do with your deck?
I added two Pathfinders
All right, pretty good. Yeah,
because
yeah.
It's a very good card, and I was really mad that I didn't have it in the last scenario. And sometimes sometimes the decision is as simple as that.
Yeah. All right.
If I'd had 8, I probably would have gotten 2 Melteronis, but hey.
Okay, so build all. Alrighty. So let's read the story text. Alright. File 11B, Dead Heat. File 11B, subject class, red, real identity, unknown. Last known location, Marrakesh, Morocco. Description, subject 11B, here and after Amaranth is a woman of European descent, appears to be in early 20s, typically seen wearing a large red flower that partially obscures her face. Paradimensional capabilities, power to redacted and redacted, channels redacted via redacted to redacted, and redacted from redacted. No recorded limits to this redacted. Data limited to minor events. Subject redacted via tactile contact, which limits redacted of redacted. Possible redacted ramifications. Sightings. 1. November 23rd, 1923. Arkham, MA. Massachusetts. Agents witness subject healing wounds of redacted member. Redacted nearby trees. Elevator redacted activity reported in months following. January 11th, 1924. Lisbon, Portugal. Local cell apprehended subject. Redacted contact confirmed. One cell member immediately deceased. Second victim remains catatonic. Subject eluded questioning. Unconfirmed sighting in Marrakesh. Further intel required. Immediate assistance requested. Approach procedure. Subject is incredibly dangerous. Engage only with extreme caution. Physical contact prohibited. More information available in San Francisco office. Which we did not. We did not go to San Francisco to get information because who needs it? San Francisco is really far away.
Well, that depends on your perspective.
I mean, it takes a lot of time to get there. I would say it takes at least 4 time or 5 time from where we are.
And have you? I believe I've in the past recommended that you play a video game called Control that was released in 2019. Have you ever had a chance to play that game?
I've not. I don't remember you recommending that. That doesn't mean you didn't, because you recommend a lot of things to me that I put on a list in my head somewhere.
Yeah, usually just ignore me and just play Pokemon. I would like to re-recommend that to you because this campaign reminds me of it a lot, and it's just a very good game.
Okay, well I'll re-add it to my list of things to check out if I have time between pointlessly shiny hunting Pokemon. So, all right, you are jolted awake by the sound of screeching wheels as your train shudders to a stop. Although it is barely morning, the heat from the sun rises into shimmering waves from the sweltering pavement to veil Marrakesh in an otherworldly glimmer. Your head pounds. The city wavers like a mirage in the middle of the Moroccan desert. Check how much time has passed. So yeah, what did I say? 12? Yeah, 12 times. So intro 2. You meet your contact on the rooftop of a small cafe not far from the railway station. The man's boyish frame is offset by a well-kept gray beard that covers deep laugh lines. You must be with the Foundation. He extends a hand to shake. I am Latif. Please sit. You must be hungry. The table is laden with bowls and dishes heaped with eggs, olives, and rich cheese, served with flatbread and hot atay. Oh boy, what's atay? Sounds like a Moroccan food I've never had. Dan, you know how food works. Do you know what that is? I don't hear you, Dan.
How's it spelled? Where is it?
It is ATAY.
I think that might just be a different way of saying tea.
Oh. Okay, that's less exciting, but I guess that makes sense. As you eat, Latif...
I got some atay right here.
As you eat, Latif spreads a stack of newspapers on the table between you. I don't want to ruin your appetite, my friends, but there is some wicked purpose at work in the city. He points out 3 different headlines. Mysterious tomb robbery. Sudden blight devastates Olive Grove. Dozens missing in Medina. A warm, pungent breeze wafts over you, rustling the newspaper. Latif whispers conspiratorially. I assume you read the dossier? The one who calls herself Amaranth was here. I believe she is responsible. Looking over his shoulder, the middle-aged man produces a crisp photo of a beautiful 20-something woman in a black dress and matching gloves, a gaudy blossom tucked behind her ear. Just last night, I sent my contact to gather any information he could on her whereabouts. He hasn't returned. I fear the worst, Latif says, looking downcast. But that is why you're here, I suppose. The commissioner always sends such... He looks at you, considering his words. Unique people. See, like, one of us is, like, makes sense, right? Private eye detective, trench coat hat. That makes sense. Like, that's who you'd expect to show up as a secret agent. Other one is like small 8-year-old girl or whatever, 8 to 12. Who knows? So it's quite a.
They probably assume you have magic powers. They don't understand that your power is to like be sort of lucky sometimes and like trip over a clue sometimes. You know, like
Yeah.
they probably assume that you can do actual magic shit.
All right. You assure Latif that you may be new to the Foundation, but that you are more than capable of handling the situation. I truly hope so, says Latif, drinking deep from his cup of hot mint tea. There you go. It is tea. There is something strange happening here. My brother told me he saw our late grandfather walking the street in his burial shroud. I told him that he must have been dreaming, but I have heard similar stories. It's not safe to walk the streets at night anymore. I believe there is some terrible sorcery at work, some unnatural influence. If only the Foundation did not redact their own missives. That would be nice.
That would
Um,
be nice.
you spend the rest of the morning reviewing a bundle of newspapers and scrivenings. Latif has corrected.
Yeah, like
Is
like
that
like Bartleby the Scrivener. You know, so sometimes you just have to scriven some stuff.
the first tomb robbery was reported in the recent string of events was in Razin Fari, a 16th was of Razin Fari, a 16th century philosopher and mathematician. Dad.
Oh,
The corpse of a
Math is a
mathematician
fickle
has gone
friend.
has gone different. It is rumored that he is one of the founding members of the Red Coterie, Latif tells you. Your mind races as you try to piece the information together. Is Amaranth after another key? Probably. I mean, that's what this whole campaign's about.
And everybody's after the keys. It's called the Scarlet Keys. You
Yeah.
know? It's not called the Scarlet something else.
Whatever's happening, we cannot afford to wait idly, Latif says. All right. I already did the setup. So because we had 11 to 17 time, a couple civilians were slain. I guess so. All these resources represent civilians, which I assume we don't want to be slain. But we'll probably find that out.
I think we're
Um,
generally pro civilian on this
yeah,
podcast. Yeah.
and then we had fewer than 15 time, only just barely, which meant a bunch of bad stuff didn't happen. So I guess this seems like it's a scenario that maybe gets more difficult the more time that has passed. So that could be like a scaling thing. So civilians, I guess let's talk about the rules quick here. For the purposes of enemy movement and enemy attacks, enemies treat civilians as if they were investigators. They don't engage civilians, but may attack civilians at the location as if they were engaged. If a civilian is attacked, they are automatically slain. Civilians remain present on a location when it's revealed. When a civilian is slain, place it on the server reference card to track how many civilians have been slain. I think I forgot to do that. So two of them were slain automatically when the game began. So we have two civilians slain. I don't know what the best way to keep track of that is, but I'll do that for now. Okay, and choosing random location and replacing locations. These are standard rules we've seen before. I have a deck over here that I'll shuffle whenever I need to, and I'll use the top card whenever I need to do a random location. And when we replace locations, we just swap the actual location cards. Everything else stays as it was, and it's not considered a move and stuff. Similar to what we've seen in other campaigns. Yeah, so let's do opening hands. 5 cards for Ben. Alright. I got Leo. I feel like I want none of this other stuff to start, so I'm gonna redraw all that. Hey, Lone Wolf early is good. Oh, somebody did mention in the comments, apparently pickpocketing does not work on the shrouded enemies, which makes it much worse than I had hoped for this
really
campaign. Because they're not actually enemies. It's that blasted as if my constant foil it doesn't
Ben's
count.
Nemesis.
So so I'll stick with this though.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well for you. You got a good one. God, I still can't believe I have fucking overzealous in my deck.
And you definitely drew it twice last scenario.
That was so annoying. It is funny that twice, I think 2 out of the 3 times I've drawn it in the campaign, we've lucked into like drawing a surge card with it, which at least sort of makes it like half of an overzealous.
Yeah, it makes it so like it doesn't trigger that surge later. So
yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna keep these 2, Alice and the sword, and I'm gonna maul everything else.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah, Bat Boy, this is our blind run. A lot of money cards. Oh, I didn't forgot to put us on what location. We start at the railway station. I mean, with
Choo
this, yeah,
choo.
this scenario sort of features a train, at least in that early story text. How does that make you feel, Dan?
Sorry.
That we rode on a train to get here. Is that
Oh, makes me feel very good.
yeah. So is good. All right, gnashing teeth. Everywhere you go, you have the distinct feeling of being followed, as though the shadows themselves move of their own accord. In nearby alleyways and back roads, you hear the gnashing of teeth and the tearing of meat. The palpable sense of unease only grows stronger as the night falls. This might be a zombie scenario based on this art and description and the subtle hints in the story text. So each risen enemy and each ghoul enemy gains spawn random location. So keep that in mind when we draw enemies. Find Amaranth. How do you think I'm supposed to say her name? I didn't look it up ahead of time.
Amaranth.
Amaranth. Okay.
I mean this is a pretty easy one. Like this one you can just phonetically sound out, and there's like no weird
Dan,
phonemes in it at all.
you understand I can't read, right? I only know how to say words because I hear somebody else say them.
But you can but you know what the letters sound like, right?
Sure.
Okay. Just you know,
Yeah.
just get hooked on phonics. That's all it takes.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Strange happenings are afoot. A tomb robbery of an ancient philosopher. Rumors of dead walking the streets. A string of disappearances. If you can gather information on Amaranth's whereabouts, you may be able to get to the bottom of things. At the end of the round, investigators at a ritual site location may spend their requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Okay, so we need
This is starting to feel a little bit like your classic clutches of chaos type scenario to me, maybe.
Yeah, it might be.
There's
a lot going on, including oh boy.
Fuck. Yeah, that seems scary.
I don't know the scenario. I don't know if you saw the scenario card. So the skull has no cap on it. So it's currently a -2 because we have 2 slain civilians. The cultist appears to be a -6, and it makes a non-elite enemy at your location ready and attack you. Tablet is just take 2 damage and a civilian dies. And
even if you pass.
Yep. And the squid is -4 if you fail. Discard random card. That's not as bad. But oof, wow. What's the regular version?
Oh, way better.
Yeah, way better.
Way less bad.
Yeah.
Like the skull is not usually twice as bad in hard than easy.
Yeah.
Man,
okay.
Why did we play hard mode with these 2 goofy investigators instead of like some good shit?
I thought it would make it a little more interesting. You know.
Well,
usually,
I mean, I guess
in the last 5-6 years have we ever lost the campaign on the blind run, or even like done badly? Because we play standard.
I mean, would that be fun to lose on the blind run?
I want there to be. There's barely even any challenge usually, so this makes it more interesting, Dan.
I mean, I think of it as like the blind run is you just you're not trying to trivialize it, but you're just trying to figure out how the campaign works, and then you go back and then you try hard mode once you know what it's all about. But
Dan, I trust that my reduced to 0 nonsense will help us against these scary tokens. So,
yeah.
But because the tablet is so bad, take a damage and a civilian slain. I guess that makes us want to take less tests if we can. So, all right. We're at Marrakesh railway station. It says if there's no civilians on it, it becomes its abandoned version. I think they all have that text. Yeah. So, also the 2 civilians I killed randomly by shuffling the deck. So there's 2 less civilians on the other 2 places here. The initial impression of Marrakesh seems pleasant, from the gentle dry heat to the striking Moorish architecture and the colorful tilework. However, you sense an unspoken fear among those around you. Free trigger, we can move from here. Group limit once per turn. There's a resign here, which means if we resign, we flee, and all of the remaining civilians are slain.
Did you read the flavor text? It talked about the tile work.
I did read the flavor text. Yeah. What is that?
Okay. But I thought it was interesting that it referenced the tile work.
At the railway station? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So, and there's no clues here, so...
Mm-hmm.
So one of us can move out of here for free to start scouting places, I guess. And I guess I don't see how civilians die other than this tablet. I'm assuming like encounter cards or
Enemies
enemies will
enemies
kill them,
attack
right?
them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably
Yeah.
encounter cards too. But
Yeah.
um, okay. So we're about to start, right? I'll do the hunch deck.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, I think I definitely want to try to play that. So I'll probably like. Can I use the free move if you don't need it?
Sure. Because I have Lone Wolf early, I'll probably advocate for us not being in the same location as much as possible.
Okay.
But like first turn,
Because
I might just yeah.
I'll probably like move, try to find a place with a clue, and like play Alice, play the sword, play sketches or something like that.
Okay.
Um. Okay. So I will. I'll activate this thing, and I'll go to the. Let's go to the Palace Gardens, maybe.
Sure.
All right. I'll go to the gardens. Hey, we got some clues.
After you rescue a civilian, you can heal damage of one horror.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to rescue
Um.
civilians, but
Two. So click one. I'll play the sword. Click two. I'll play the sketches out of my hunch deck. Ooh, that's pretty
ooh.
good. Definitely need some money. Yeah, I guess I can't play Alice now, can I? Can I just investigate here, maybe? It's Shroud 4. Do I have stuff to commit? I really don't.
You take the you have
Maybe I'll
I mean you
actually
have
use the.
practice or take the initiative, but
Yeah, maybe I'll actually. Because I'm thinking, like, if I could clear off the clues next turn and crack, that would be extremely good. So I think what I'm going to do is investigate with practice makes perfect for my last click. And let's get this perception. Actually, do I want the inquiring minds? I think I might want the inquiring minds for the extra symbol. Because this with the deduction I'm committing from hand, that's going to put me at 8 against 4,
yeah, it's pretty
which
good. I mean, yeah, everything
is
except
pretty good.
the effective autofail tokens.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. But on the other, but there's only one -4 in the bag at the moment, right?
There's a squid and
Or
a
is there a squid?
-4. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the inquiring minds. Because I also having it in hand might be nice. So.
yeah.
Um.
And remember, you do have these two things. Like this is a thing you want to basically do every turn as much as you can,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Although I think I might not this turn just because my hand's going to be full. That was bad
Mm.
planning on my part.
Mm.
Oh my
Ah,
god. Okay. Wow. Well,
rough
that
start.
really sucks. Yeah. All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Let's have to do this thing.
Okay. In that case, I will use the anti-prism.
Okay.
Uh.
I mean,
Yeah.
your hand will still be full after you draw, but
Yeah.
you already did the strange solution test, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably
Uh,
gonna toss it.
okay. All right. Yeah. So I will play Leo. Um, for all my money, and do I just emergency cash to get money so I can get Lone Wolf and pickpocketing out? I feel like that's pretty good. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll just give myself 4 money, and then I'll get Lone Wolf, and I'll get uh, pickpocketing out, and I guess I'll draw a card because I can use the free. I'll use the free move next turn. Yeah. All right. Cool. Oh, what's my thingy do? Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about this. Um. Oh, okay. No. So, sorry. I wanted to flip this so that I can play Leo at -3 cost.
Nice.
In which case I will not. I will skip playing the emergency cash because I didn't need the money because I could play all this for 3. Which means I have one more action. I don't know, do I still want to play emergency cash for money? I don't have anything else I need to get out desperately right now. So, I think I'll just draw another card. Okay. All right. Cool. So upkeep and wow, overzealous already.
Hey, the surge magic happened again.
Oh, it did. Nice. Well,
And
sort
this
of.
is
Well, sort of, because this is the end of the round. So,
oof.
but
Well, no, but the point is, it still gains surge though.
yeah, yeah. So it would have that part doesn't sure.
Yeah.
All right. So it spawns at
So
a
it,
random
it
location.
spawns at a random location.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the pile here because I've got these here. All right. So tanneries. What's that over here? Okay.
Okay, well, this is not great. Um, do I TTI this? I do not. So 2 against 3.
And you also have the Eye of the Raven.
Okay.
No,
So
look
I
that.
fail by 1, so I take a damage.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing, overzealous.
And you didn't have to discard any cards in your hand. You know,
Yep.
slight bright side. Not really.
Congratulations, Joe Diamond.
All right. All right. So Doom happens, and what's the Doom threshold is an 8 on this one. Rotting Remains. All right. I don't have anything to commit and by myself, so we'll just have to test it. -2. I think I take that. Could discard to redraw, but I might get something much worse. So, yeah, I'll just take that on Leo, I guess. Okay. Uh, cool. So it's our turn. Uh, so we got this guy here. We want to kill to save the civilians, I guess. Or it looks like you can evade him for as a free trigger, which that's pretty good for me. Not as good for you because you're not good at evading, but oh, there's like lots of story text on this. With dim light and thick clothing, they can clumsily pass for a living, but by daylight their unnatural pallor, glassy eyes, and gruesome wounds are impossible to hide. Ooh. All right. I don't think Overzealous is good at any time. Kraken. Uh, I mean, it's I guess better now because there's nothing else going on. But
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. So I think I'm probably gonna like hunch a clue, play Pathfinder, and move down there and kill the thrall. Probably.
yeah, that all seems reasonable.
Okay. Um, should I go then, or do you want to go?
You can go.
Okay. So I will hunch a clue, play Pathfinder, use Pathfinder, move here to the tanneries. Oh, interesting.
So you can respawn clues there by spawning a spook.
Click 2, I will attempt to use my sword to murder this guy. So I've got a 6 against 2. And okay.
Nice.
And I have 1 click left. I desperately need money. What's the shroud like here? 2.
It's only a 2.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to crack there. I might click for money, maybe? Is that crazy? Oh, can I say I did the Doom thing before I killed that guy? Because I was definitely gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I mean, clicking for money feels bad, but I think I might do it. No, yeah, let's click for money. All right.
Okay. All right. Get money off of Lone Wolf. What do I want to do? So that puts me in the. I can play Winging It or Look What I Found. Although I want to play Look What I Found from the bin, not really from hand. I think I free move somewhere. Which one of these 2 locations is likely to have lower shroud? The Gemma in Fawn Square or Sadine's Tombs? I feel like it's probably like probably the square, but
I mean, you never know, but yeah, if I had to guess.
yeah. I mean, here's a nice place, but I feel like you're gonna scoop up those clues. All right, I'm gonna go here. All right. Ooh, wow, lots of clues here. Action. If one or more civilians in this location, you can reveal the top 6 cards of your deck and play an asset, paying its cost, shuffle the rest of your deck, limit once per game. I mean, that's basically a no stone unturned type effect,
As long
right?
as you have a lot of assets in your deck, it's better than no
Yeah.
stone because it also saves you a click to play it.
Yeah. Might do that later. I think most of my assets that are left are Moonstone or track shoes. Actually, is all I have left, or flashlights. So half of those cost 3.
I guess you probably couldn't play Moonstone using that effect
That's true.
because it says
No, well,
cannot.
no. It says you cannot play or commit Moonstone from your hand. And
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
is this actually draw it into your hand? No, this is reveal, so it would work for
Okay.
that. But I'd feel a little sad doing that anyway because I'd rather use it as a discard and then to trigger her ability and play it. But
Yeah, totally.
it'd still be an option. So Shroud 3 here. I think maybe I just investigate and try to get a Liquid Eye found off. Or I could go check here and see if there's victory. I'm kind of assuming there's no victory on these locations because they all can get swapped eventually with these guys. But maybe once they're swapped, they'll have victory or something. So,
Mm.
yeah. All right. Let's just investigate. What's the penalties for failing? I guess there's no. I guess squid is bad if I fail, but the rest of the stuff just happens anyway. So.
Pretty much.
Alright. Alright, so I do fail, so I will look what I found to grab 2 clues. Or do I want to redraw for some reason? Where did the where'd the other civilian go? Wasn't there 3 on this one still? Tabletop simulator.
We're really simulating the heck out of this tabletop over here.
Right,
It's being simulated.
There's definitely supposed to be 3 on this one still, because these are the 2 locations that lost one. So I don't know what I do with it. Oh, here it is. It's hiding under my clue. God. Okay. Yeah. Solve that mystery. All right. Great. So that was just my first action to investigate. I could wing it and try again, but I don't know if that's the best. I'm gonna draw a card.
Like playing aggressively is probably pretty good because things are just gonna get kind of like out of hand and snowball probably.
Yeah. It's just like winging
But
it.
I don't know.
Winging it puts me at a 3 versus 2, which isn't
Yeah, that's bad.
isn't great. So I'd rather get like flashlight or get something else going.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna I'll move up here to see what's going on up here. Oh wow! All right. So I guess I'll wing it, winging it up here maybe then.
Well, wait. Take a look at the text.
Oh dang it! Why are there civilians in here? What are they doing in the tubes?
Why
Dead
are
people.
these shrouds so high? I get clues easily.
When a non-elite enemy enters or responds to the tombs, before it engages investigators, any investigators exhaust it. The tombs has no civilians on it. Swap it with them. Okay.
So, I mean, this one really looks like, unless we want a bunch of civilians to get killed, which we don't, this is like a try to get it with scenes and non-investigate effects kind of a place, maybe.
Yeah. And we only need 4 clues to advance, and we have to advance at the ritual site, which is here. So, okay. I mean, I guess we're almost at that. Maybe I should be making my way over there. Like
It kind of sucks that we both have to be there because we're mostly split up, so it sucks that we both have to converge there.
I could also just keep getting clues, and you could grab the clues and do it yourself or something. But all right, I got 1 action left. It's not really worth investigating here for me. I'm going to give 1 more clue. Go draw a card.
I was gonna say you could just cash if you think you'll need the money, but I guess you want to wait for a flashlight or something.
I don't think I need any of this money immediately, and I get 2 money from. I get 1 from Upkeep and 1 from One Wolf, which is enough for me to enable my stuff. So
yeah.
Okay. So I'm all done. So
right.
Upkeep. Upkeep. Okay. Okay, so Doom happens and counter card for me. Got a Thrall, which is going to surge. It's going to spawn at the fair. Okay, and then it surges. Ooh,
Ugh.
Bound in Red is back, huh? Is this a Coterie enemy though? No, so this
It is not.
surges, right? Yeah. Okay.
Brown and red sucks.
Well, it's like when there was a big boss, which I guess
Oh,
there
this.
probably will be.
Oh god, this shit again.
Yeah, this is
Jesus.
rough. I mean,
God, I
it's
hate that
easier for
card.
me to get rid of it than you, I think.
It is.
But
I'm not even sure if it's. I think it might be worse than Frozen in Fear for this Joe deck because Frozen in Fear you can. No, okay, it's probably as bad as Frozen in Fear.
oof.
That's going to be really annoying because
That
I was hoping I was maybe going to hunch something, but like now I basically just can't hunch this turn. So
yeah. All right.
all right, well let's see what my useless hunch card is. Okay, definitely would have played
Bummer.
that. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So there's an enemy over here. Um, if it's beneficial, I can just go evade him easily, and I'll get money and cards from doing that.
If you want to, I mean, I can also kill him. And the thing is, I don't really have much else I can do productively this turn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you have nothing else useful to do, you can go kill him.
Yeah, I think
It
let
would just be
me
like if I'm walking that way. Like I could come and get those clues or
let me
something. Or
I'm gonna use the prism first, and let's see if that opens up any opportunities. See, like the magnifying glass is great, but I can't play it this turn. If I got the perception, that would be something that I could do this turn, though, which is kind of nice.
yeah. Um,
I think. Well, let's see. That would only put me at a 6, which is like, that's basically fine, actually. Okay, I think what I'll do is I think I will take the perception. So I think what I'm going to do is move here, kill the thrall, and then like investigate and try to get a clue. Does that sound all right?
yeah. Just debating if I go first, because I think I want to go this. Look, I can't really get clues from here, so I think I want to move back to one of these two locations anyway. So I kind of want to just do the free evade on him to get pickpocketing to trigger. Um,
I
so
mean, do you
yeah,
want to go first and do
yeah.
that, and then I'll go and kill him?
Yeah, I'll go first and do that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna move. He'll engage me. Oh, sorry. Lone Wolf does something. I'll move. He'll engage me, and then I will evade him. Um, so I'm at a 4. I'm only at a 4 versus 1, but I have redraw capabilities. Oh, I could just manual dex it. That seems like a dumb thing to manual dex though. Alright, so I'll test that. Definitely gonna redraw. Discard the wing in. And alright, cool. So he is evaded. I only succeed by exactly 1, so I only get 1 pickpocketing. That's fine. So I've moved. That evade was free. I can't move again because of this thing. Do I want to draw a card or gain money or something?
Damn it, we should have figured this out where you could play cash on me. That would have helped so much.
I mean, I still could. I can move to here. Like either one of these locations is fine for me to
The
wing
thing is,
it
it
at.
doesn't have to be this turn because I can't spend any money this turn anyway. But like for next turn, that would help me out a lot.
Okay.
Um,
Well, let me
honestly,
calculate.
if it doesn't even have to be cash. If we could just arrange for to do a double crack, like if you could clear the clues off someplace when I'm there, that would be just as good.
Okay.
But not this turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep. I can't keep moving. I got to do something else. I'll draw a card. Ooh, flashlight. All right. So, where are you ending your turn? You're ending your turn here.
Probably.
Okay. I don't want to play. I don't want to play emergency catch this turn because I want to play flashlight. But I can maybe move back to you and play it next turn when I can do flashlight charges.
Okay. Yeah, we can figure something out.
Yeah. Or I could just stay here, but that's fine. Okay, all done.
All right. So I will. use Pathfinder to move here. I will attack the thrall using a sword charge. So I'm up by 4. And okay. So
Okay.
thrall dies. And then click 2, I will investigate, committing a perception. So 6 against 3. All right.
So I do there is a button over here you can click that will discard a random card for you, by the way.
That's good. Okay, didn't know that. Man, that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that like the symbols are bad enough. It's kind of risky to like investigate. I think I might just click for money again. There's really not much else I can do.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll click for money and then we'll double crack and then I'll have like infinite money and it'll be too much, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, you can give me some of it if we're together.
Yeah,
I'll use it for
yeah.
my dumb events if you don't need it for playing stuff. So.
It means I might not need the cash. I might be able to if we can get the crack off. I probably don't care about the cash.
Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
why don't you have Faustians in your deck? Let's move on. Because we definitely just talked about potential adaptable targets earlier,
Yeah,
and
that's
let's just move on.
that's a good point. I took a break from I don't know what. No, I didn't take a break. I've been playing MMR Plays forever. I have no
Credit
excuse.
to Harris. Credit to
Um,
Harrison in the chat for asking that question. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
yeah. Yeah. You know what? I did forget to test the this thingy at the end of my turn though. So I guess I do that. I don't have anything to commit to it, unfortunately. So just have to draw. All right. Well, this is bad, right? If I choose a non enemy, well, there's no enemy here, so I guess I don't care, and I don't know if that's worth. I don't know if I care enough about this to do the redraw. So I'm gonna let it go. All right. So upkeep. Oh, there's a moonstone. Okay. Doom happens and encounter card for me. Alright, I got a ghoul, so that's gonna spawn randomly at the Palace Gardens. Well, that's kind of where we want to go anyway, so maybe you can make your way up there. Oh, this goes away. And you can draw an encounter card. Oof.
Okay, well, this one isn't great. I think I TTI it, and then I have the Eye of Ravens for a future one of these. Let's just assume I'm going to draw all 3 of these, just because that would be really bad. All right,
Yeah.
so TTI. So that puts me at a 5 versus a 3.
Yeah, these are going to be rough because we have both the agility one and the will one for damage and horror. And
the thing is, I don't care that much about the agility one because I can soak some damage, but like I want to take a bunch of horror.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
way to go.
nice.
Joe Diamond
Passed,
passes
right?
it.
Nice. All
Yeah,
right.
brutal encounter deck though.
Yeah. All right. So use hunch deck.
It's Hunch o'clock.
Nice. So we can get enough clues to advance if we both end up here. What we, my proposal is you use all your free moves, like you Pathfinder, and you move here, and you kill that guy.
Yeah.
And hunch a clue somewhere, and then do whatever you want for other actions.
It sounds good. Can we, if I get one of these clues on the gardens, can you arrange to get the other 2 and then we crack? Is that possible?
I can do that because I have flashlight stuff going on. So
okay, so then here's what I want to do. I'm gonna play Alice, Pathfinder to the railway station, free move over here, and then I'm gonna hunch a clue and ping him for 1, and then click 1. Then click 2. I'll hit him with the sword without using a charge, and that'll kill him. And then there's 2 clues left, and if you get the last 2 clues, then we crack.
Okay.
Okay, should I just do that? Yeah, I should just do that.
Yeah.
All right. So click 1, Alice. Hello, Alice. Um, click to. Oh, and I got to remember to use the prism too. Then Pathfinder to the station. Use the station to get to the gardens. Ghoul engages me. Um, Hunch a free clue. Ping with Alice. Click 2, attack with the sword. 5 against 2.
Yeah.
Don't commit anything. Oh, prism.
Yeah, BK. We knew nothing going into this campaign, so you never know when there's a campaign that's like really brutal, agility wise or will wise, or both. Which this one kind of is both. Oh.
Cool. Okay, so he readies and attacks me. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna have him hit Alice, I think.
He attacks you first. Yeah.
Yeah. And then last click, I'll try that again.
Okay.
It's not terrible if I don't kill him, it's bad because I'll keep getting hit. But it's not like he's gonna kill civilians, right? Because he's on me.
Correct. Yeah. I think.
Okay. Well, nevertheless, I will continue to try. Jesus Christ. All right.
What do we get? Oh wow.
It's not a stupid token. -6. Okay.
It's rough.
All right. That's it for me.
So should I engage him off you and evade him, or can you take another hit? Like this is gonna be a pretty brutal scenario damage wise, I think. So another hit could be bad. Any strong opinions? Because I was moving there anyway. I get a little money.
I mean I don't care that much about getting hit again. Like I have Hallowed Mirror in my deck that I can find. It's like whatever.
Okay, if you're not worried about it, then I'll just let him chill.
Like I would rather I definitely want to keep doing the initial plan of like try to crack if possible. So I don't want to disrupt that for the sake of like evading him or something.
I mean, I think I do that. I think I do that regardless. I can just do that first and make sure.
I mean, if do that first, and I don't know if you have 2 clicks left, I wouldn't hate it if you engaged and evaded him, but you know.
Okay. So I'm going to play Winging It from my bin. And I'll use, I guess, 2 flashlight charges. That costs some money. So the difficulty is a 0. Tragically, I don't have Shed a Light to also get other clues from somewhere else, but that's okay. Got a 0 anyway, so didn't even need the flashlight charges. So I get both clues, so you can crack.
Nice. Hooray! Do you need some money?
I'll take any money you do not need, but I don't I don't definitely need it right now. Like,
do you want like 1 or 2? You can have more if you want it. Just because I really want to play Beat Cop and then be ready to play another weapon pretty soon. So I would really like to get like at least 6 of it if possible.
If you need all the money, you can take it. I'll take whatever you don't need because I have Lone Wolf. I have pickpocketing to help with my money in this game. So.
I'm gonna take 7. Why don't you take 1?
Okay.
And I don't need any money from the cash. Like,
yeah,
we're good.
I'll use cash to do flashlight nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. So when does this trigger the advancing? End of the round. So we advance the end of the round. So I have 2 actions left, right? Because I moved and I investigated. So why don't I engage and try to evade it?
Okay. Yeah, because you'll get pickpocketing stuff hopefully. So.
Yeah, hopefully. So I will commit a dex to this to put me at 6 versus 2, and I can do a redraw with Moonstone nonsense. So, yeah, so 6 versus 2, tablet. So I pass on the tablet, but it kills the civilian. I could redraw, but that would risk redrawing into the cultist, which I would then fail on. So that'd be kind of bad.
What are the odds we see the cultist 3 times in 1 turn?
There's only 1 cultist.
Yep.
It seems kind of dumb, but I think well, if I don't know how bad it is for civilians to like die off, other than we get the abandoned location. So
seems quite bad. Well, it makes this the thing is right now all of like we've been having all this trouble with the chaos bag, and right now the skull is a -1.
Right,
it's a -2.
Let's redraw and see if I regret it. All right, no, so that's better. So, oh, I discarded Moonstone to redraw, so and then I immediately play Moonstone, which
Nice.
that one money helps. So I do
Hell
a
yeah.
-3, so I was at 6 versus 2. So now, unfortunately, pickpocketing doesn't get the double trigger, but that's okay. I'll just draw a card off of it. Oh no! Well, that's fine.
Good
That's
thing
why.
you used the
That's
Mandex
yeah.
while
That's
you had
why I
it.
want
Yeah.
to use Mandexes early. But oh well. So all right. So he is evaded. Currently, still has a Doom on him. Is that extremely bad for some reason? No, it's fine.
Oh,
Um. Okay, and then I also draw a card off of the Mandex. Oh, track shoes, nice. Okay. And that was my last action, right? Because I engaged and evaded. So yeah, Reaver. We're trying to do our best, but as an orphan drifter, um, I can't be
but
too worried about everybody else.
look, obviously, we don't want civilians to die. It's
Yeah,
just a tough scenario. We're trying to make tough decisions.
yeah,
We got
so
we got to do trade offs.
yeah. All right, so end of my turn. I have to. Oh wait a second. Actually, was I at both? Because my agility went up, so I was actually 7 versus 2. So I did actually get both. So I also get a
Nice.
resource. Okay. Um. Okay. So then I test this. I'm at 2 above. Well, tablet is back. I mean, again, I could redraw, but I also would like to get rid
Well,
of this.
if you're two above, you pass. It's just that you really don't want that token, right?
Yeah, but like the odds, if I redraw, there's a good chance I'll just fail. So I guess is it worth killing a civilian to get rid of this? Um,
I think if it was me, I would redraw, but it's your
yeah.
call.
Yeah. Why don't we redraw? Do I just ditch the man dex now because it's one symbol?
I wonder how bad you need the waylay because we haven't seen a lot of enemies in this whole campaign, and
That's
it's
true.
expensive. Like you don't have money to play it at the
I
moment.
mean, it seems like there's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a lot of these ghouls. Like we have the ghoul encounter set, and we have whatever those zombies are in the thralls. So I suspect
Yeah,
there will not be concealed enemies in this scenario, and there will be just like a
yeah,
bunch of zombies. So, but
yeah.
yeah, waylay is annoying to. Yeah, let's ditch the waylay, I guess, because that's basically the same. Okay,
The
so
Mandex replaces itself kind of if you commit it.
we will redraw. Hey, all right.
Nice,
So
way
I
to go.
still pass on the skull, and a civilian doesn't
Hmm.
die.
Pretty
Heroes.
good.
Hashtag heroes. All right.
Oh yeah.
So enemy phase. This guy's exhausted, so he doesn't do anything because he still would behave normally. It's just the civilians. He can target civilians if they're there.
Right.
All right. So then upkeep.
Can we put him on you because I could just play a beat cop and ping him to finish him off.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
And then also I would go first so I could move out and you could get your level
Yeah.
play.
Oh. But yeah, at the end of the round, we're going to advance though, right?
Yeah.
So did you do your upkeep?
Yep.
Okay. So let's advance the agenda. So we have to spend.
So spending all of our clues.
Yeah. So why don't you spend all of yours? Oh, another thing that somebody noted in the chat: your weakness. You don't have to have a clue to play your weakness. It's just part of the.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
part of the
I saw that
effect.
comment.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
I
actually
mean,
kind
I
of
don't.
slightly okay if you have no clues because you don't have anything that needs a
I
clue, right? Oh, your
not really.
heal.
I don't. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's come up yet. Like I think whenever I've had an unsolved case, I've had a clue on me anyway. I
Oh,
think,
okay.
but maybe not last time. Maybe I did pick one up and then
All right.
drop it. I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. Showing the photograph of Amaranth to several locals, they direct you to the verdant Baha'i Palace Gardens. Approaching carefully, you find the woman with the red flower standing at the edge of a ritual circle, candles lit at each point, with gleaming offerings gathered around a corpse laying on an altar in the center. On either side of the corpse, 2 dead warriors are laying on the ground, bedeckled in ancient finery. Soon, my love, Amaranth strokes the cheek of the corpse as the blossom in her hair unfurls. Tenebrous vines radiate out from the circle and creep across the garden. The grass and greenery shrivel under their touch, and an eerie green light shimmers up the black vines, drinking the life around it. It appears we have guests, Amaranth smirks. All right. Spawn Amaranth at the gardens. Lurking Corruption side face up. Attach the set aside Last Blossom key to her. Put the set aside. Save the Civilian's story card into play next to the agenda deck. Shuffle the set aside Khalid enemy into the encounter deck. Okay, let's grab all that stuff. So here's Amaranth. Here's Khalid. Here's the Last Blossom. And here is Save the Civilians. So Khalid is a victory enemy. Also looks like it's a very cool type of zombie. Did I just shuffle the discard pile? No. Okay, Amaranth, Lurking Corruption side. Okay, so she's here. So we can decide in a second who she jumps on. I feel like it's probably going to be me. And she has the key, but when it's on enemies, it's always on the unstable side. Okay, and then we have Save the Civilians. Let's read that first. A piercing howl resounds through the dusty streets, accompanied by the sound of feeding. Bystanders flee packs of hungry dead as you traverse the city. All around you is the scent of rot and blood. Only you can save the people of the city from a terrible fate. The civilians of Marrakesh are under attack. By getting them out of harm's way, you may be able to avert a massacre. Civilians still on locations are neither rescued nor slain. Spend a clue, rescue a civilian from your location. When the game ends, flip this card, keep all tokens on it. Alright. You know, this sounds like a push your luck type of thing, because I assume the more we've saved by the end of the scenario, the better. But we have to spend clues to do it. So, okay.
And
actions, yeah. Luckily, I have lots of actions that usually don't do anything. So, Ritual of Life and Death. A network of necros vines has grown through the city, spurred on by Amaranth. The city with the the woman with the red flower is conducting strange rites upon a stolen corpse in the Bahai Palace Gardens. You must stop her at any cost. After a civilian is slain, if 8 or more civilians have been slain, advance this act. If Amaranth would be defeated, advance. So it advances by itself if we're doing bad enough, or whenever we kill her. But it sounds like we will not actually kill her, is my assumption based on the wording there. So
this is really rough because now we have to. I wish I had another weapon out.
So
I guess I do have 2 vicious blows. So
yes, do you want her to engage me so you can get B-Cop out, or is it better for her to engage you still?
I would like her to engage you if that's possible.
Okay.
Because I figure you might evade her, maybe.
Yeah, it's because I have the other guy on me. I'll have to evade both of them. But that's fine. I
think I can still ping the ghoul, and I can hit Amaranth for 4 damage probably.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm worried about you missing and stabbing me, but I'm also at full health right now.
Well, yeah, that would be kind of bad.
I'm also at full health, so it's whatever. I also do a backstab, but tragically I'm $1 short of being able to use that.
Yeah.
So, what I might get the money off of pickpocketing though. So, okay.
Because I think let's see. So with B-Cop.
Oh wait, no, I think I might. Sorry, we haven't done we haven't done the Mythos phase yet, actually. So, so Doom happens and counter card for me. All right. This is the thing that kills Leo eventually, right? Well, okay, so that's rough because means he's only going to survive another turn or 2, but I guess I can't really do anything about it. So,
yep.
All right, counter card for Dan.
That's awful.
Yeah, random location, the railway station.
We might have to let him kill somebody.
I mean,
Jesus, this is awful. Look. Oh god, it's an awful time for all of this.
Oof.
So, I don't think I can. And on top of all that, we got an unsolved case. So,
oof. Rough.
This sucks.
So
I'm going to use the prism.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can run around and evade some stuff. Can I evade all of this somehow? I mean, if I succeeded every evade test, I could potentially evade everything.
Well, here's one way we can do it. I think I can potentially ping the ghoul minion to kill it.
Okay.
Kill the. Oh, the ghoul spawned all the way over there. That sucks.
I mean, I think. Let's see.
I think I could potentially kill the thrall and the ghoul, but I'd have to use up a vicious blow.
I I could evade both of these guys, move, evade him,
So
use the
I
free move, and kill the school.
okay, well that's sort of good.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause the thing is well, you don't have money for battle, but you will if I
yeah.
moved first or
I
something.
also can, and when I evade Amaranth, I could do 3 damage to her with exploit weakness. But then
That
then I wouldn't be able to do I wouldn't be able to kill the school because I don't have enough money to exploit weakness
so
twice.
I think you should definitely exploit weakness something.
Yeah.
Um, so and here's my situation. So I've got a beat cop ping, and I've got 2 vicious blows, and I've got 1 sword charge. So like for instance, I could ping the minion, I could move here and kill this thrall, and then I could move here and I could like hit the guy twice and use a vicious blow to kill this. So I could kill everything except Amaranth this turn.
Okay.
But that would be like that would be my whole turn.
And does
So
that mean the case would go off?
I
Or is that
really do want
including the
to play the
case?
case if possible. Okay, so yeah, so in that case, I basically have like 2 attacks. So if I have 2 attacks, then I couldn't kill both. But I guess so. I can sort of because I have Pathfinder, it makes sense for me to move maybe more than it makes sense for you to move.
Okay.
But at the same time, like this minion has a doom on him, and we could kill him with just 1 ping. Like it really would be nice to just finish him off.
I think you definitely need to kill him with the ping, like if
Okay.
you can.
So how about this? How about if I kill the ghoul and the thrall, and you evade Amaranth and get the Ravenous School?
Okay, then that means I wouldn't damage Amaranth this turn, but I might be able to do it later.
Yeah. Because Amaranth is, I mean, she's not that. She only has 6 health. Like it's not if I get another weapon out, which I desperately need, it's not that bad to deal with her.
Uh, yeah, if I'm killing the ghoul, I need this. I need this free trigger to move. You're not using that.
No,
Okay.
you'd have that.
Okay.
Okay, so then I should go first, right?
Okay.
So, well, okay, so I'll play the unsolved case for 2,
Okay.
and I don't drop a clue because I don't have one. Um,
Great.
and then I play Beat Cop, and I immediately use Beat Cop to finish off the minion. Then I use Pathfinder to move here. The Thrall goes on me. I attack it with an Enchanted Blade charge, and now I have 4, 5, 6, 7 against 2.
Nice.
Okay. And I have 1 action left, and I actually think I might draw a card because I just very desperately need a gun. Does that make sense?
Wait, so you have one more action left somehow?
Yeah, well, I played the case and I attacked the. I attacked. Oh, no, you're right. I'm done because I played the beat cop and I
Yeah.
played the unsolved
Okay.
case.
I was like, oh, then you should go
Okay.
kill the ghoul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me think about what I need to do here. So I have Amaranth. I can automatically evade her if I use flashlight charges, but then I can't kill the ghoul. So
I'm gonna disappear and be back in like 2 minutes. Is that okay?
sure. And I guess the other thought is do I have time to somehow get track shoes out? I guess I don't want to do extra track shoes tests right now. So I think I use 1 flashlight charge, which puts me at 5 versus 2, and I will. Oh man, none of these cards I really want to discard. Make the backstab. I think I'll commit. Oh, I got money from Lone Wolf. Um, yeah, so then I will commit Mandex, so that puts me at 6 versus 2. So I'll test that. Okay, I guess let's redraw. Alright, much better. Alright, so I evade her, and I evade her by 2. What's the timing on this? I never remember. I think this happens first, but I guess it doesn't matter in this case. So draw and get a money. Pretty good. Um, Dan would of course go AFK on what could be potentially one of my most productive windy turns. Using using all the windy dot sets, but that's fine. All right, so that was my first action, and then I will move and use the free trigger on the railway station, to go to here. This isn't discard, and then I will evade this guy. You know what I didn't notice? This ghoul has a 3 evade, not a 2. I thought he was a 2 like the guy that was on me. Hmm. I should have played that a little differently then. So I guess I can't kill him. So, in that case, I could have killed him if I kept the backstab. But I didn't look at that. Search. Select my discard pile. Okay. I guess I'll just have to evade him then. It's true. Dan would never know, and there's no way he would look at the video. But everyone else would know. I guess what did I do for the best card? I discarded the thing to do a redraw, right? But is there something else I would have discarded? I feel like the answer is no, because I feel like I want to do exploit weakness nonsense. But
Nonsense.
yeah, unfortunately, Dan, I didn't realize this guy had an evade of 3, not a 2. I thought he was the same ghoul as on me, so I can't actually kill him, but I can evade him.
Oh no.
That is definitely much worse. Oh, the camera's got messed up.
Did you lose your backstab?
I did discard the backstab to redraw. I could have discarded an exploit weakness instead.
Interesting choice there.
I was thinking I'd be able to do exploit weakness nonsense, but I mean, yeah, I could have said I discarded exploit weakness instead, which I don't know. I don't know if that would have changed how I did stuff. So, there we go. Fix the camera. So I'm just gonna evade him. So or try to evade him. I guess maybe I would have played track shoes instead of coming over here then, though. I'm going to play track shoes first and try to do that.
I mean, evading him still saves a civilian.
Yeah, but I could play track shoes and then move. I had to pass the track shoes test, but I'd be at a 6 versus a 3 and could redraw. So yeah, actually, so instead of immediately moving, I'm going to play track shoes. So I have that out. And then I will oh wait, no, that doesn't work, right? That just gets one me. Never mind. It did the math wrong there. Okay, so yeah, I still move and evade, engage him, and elevate. So I'm at a 5 versus 3. I have a lucky and a resourceful. And okay. I think I just test that. And I can use lucky if I need to. Oh, I don't. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So upkeep. Yeah. All right. And then doom happens. Oh, I just have to kill Leo at some point soon, right? Like this turn, by the end of next turn. So, all right. So, encounter card for me. Oh boy.
He holds us in contempt.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe he just holds you in contempt. It doesn't. It's unclear grammatically.
So, location farthest from me. Uh-oh. Is that on top of the lady? It is, right? Yep.
Wow.
All right.
That's oh god, that's so awful.
That's pretty bad. He isn't as he.
Well, he's not a hunter, and she is, and also
okay.
he's not a risen. So neither. It's important. Neither of them will attack civilians. I think, right? Or is that all enemies?
I think it's just enemies. Yeah, for purposes of enemy movement and attacks, they can attack civilians, so they will kill civilians.
Oh, that's annoying. Well, but okay. But we could like Oh, this is cool. After you rescue a civilian on the gardens, you heal the damage or horror. Like we could, if we get some clues, we could like rescue those two civilians and then like leave him there for a while, maybe,
Yeah,
because he doesn't actually hunt.
I do have 2 clues, but getting to this space is rough. um,
Yeah.
uh, but let's
Well,
draw
anyway,
encounter
let's.
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was my encounter card, right? Yeah. Sorry. So this is your encounter card.
Oh, this isn't great. Do I TTI it? I. This is not a peril, which is
Yeah.
important. Strangely.
It's weird. It's not a
So
barrel. The art. I
I'm
like that.
basically
I
just
do like that zombie art though. It's on it.
really. I don't know. I'm not
he's
sure if I'm
he's
into
like
this.
he's kind of messed up. He's got like a something stuck in his head, but he's like still going.
So I'm still assuming that a civilian dying is a thing that we really want to avoid. So like,
We
because one thing we could be like, well, I'll try it, and if I fail by a lot, I'll just kill a civilian. Oh, it's a combat test actually, so it's still not great because I've 5 against 3, but that's pretty okay.
Yeah, I think we want to try to save civilians, but not at the cost of like making us not be able to like fight these guys. I
I'm
think.
Yeah, like I'm mainly wondering if I commit like an overpower to it, and I think the answer is no
Do you
because I think I need to save that for fighting.
have you used your other overpower? Does it make sense to practice makes perfect to maybe try to get your other overpower?
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
pretty
it's
good. I kind of like that.
there's a chance it'll whiff, but is there anything else, any other targets other than overpower?
I don't think so. So it's a 9 out of 13. Yeah, it's like a 2/3 chance.
So that's an
The thing
option.
is,
If you don't get it, you could still commit something you have. But
um, I do have another perception in the thing too. So the smart way to use the PMP would be to like wait till my deck gets down to 9 cards and know that one of those things is in it, and then use it either for investigating or attacking. I don't know if it's really worth that. I
yeah,
think I have another deduction also. So like it would, yeah, I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to go straight up, and if I fail by a lot, I will consider maybe sacrificing a civilian. But hopefully, I don't fail by a lot.
okay.
So because it's 5 versus 3, right? So
All right,
yeah, good job,
nice.
Jedi.
All right, cool.
It is so I really feel like TTS used to like most of the time if there was already a chaos token out and a different person clicked it, it would automatically return it to the bag. Was that true?
I think that used to be how it behaved, but I think maybe they changed it. So I just need to be better
Yeah,
at clicking it after I'm done.
it's really hard to get used to.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
well, let's see what the hunch is.
Hunch.
Okay,
Okay.
I would really like to play that, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Okay. So I don't have a way to kill this guy right now. Well, I could evade him and then set up to kill him with exploit weakness or something.
You
Um,
could you could do something like evade, engage, and drag him somewhere else. I don't know if that's really helpful at all, but you could.
I mean, I could drag him back over up here.
Man, this
If I get up here with actions, I can spend the clues to save the civilians. But I don't want these guys to hit me, right?
yeah,
um,
I mean, and so the thing is, I think we really don't want um I think we really don't want Amaranth to attack if possible because we don't want her to shift and that like heals everything. Unless nothing has damage on it, then it's kind of okay.
Actually, let me back up.
And
I am kind of okay with one of them hitting me so that I can like set up Leo to die. um,
yeah, like I'm kind of
uh,
feeling like maybe we let the knight hit you is kind of what I'm thinking.
let me think if I can. So if I evade the ghoul, uh, move and use the. I don't know if you need the free trigger. I could either track shoes or use the free trigger. Oh no, you don't need the free trigger. You have Pathfinder probably. So
Oh,
I don't know. And then I could evade her. If I have an action in between that, I can load up the flashlight and I can do 3 damage to her when I evade her. Um, I can also do 3 damage
um,
to Aaron Knight when I invade him. Um,
so here's the thing. Our main priority right now, we're trying to save civilians, but our main priority right now is to kill Amaranth and the Claret Knight, right? Because
yeah.
we want to kill both of these. Um, we so you have some ability to do that with exploit weakness, hopefully. I really can't make a lot of headway on killing those guys until I get another weapon out.
So
So I really need to find another weapon.
if I evade, move, free move, evade, I can use exploit weakness on both of them, which would leave him at 1 health, aka beat capable, and
Oh yeah,
she'd
that's
be
great.
at she'd be at 5 or whatever. But this
I mean
guy,
that
but this guy would be evaded and on this space.
I think
So
that's fine because that's a problem we could hopefully deal with later.
okay, then I think we'll
I
do. I think we'll do that.
if you're pretty sure if you're pretty sure you can succeed at that, I would totally do that.
Well, if I have the flashlight charges down, let me make sure to check. Yeah, so I could use 2 flashlight charges on both of them, and then it would be difficulty 0.
You need to
And
cache though, right?
yes, I need the cash to get that. So I'm including that. Am I including
Okay.
that? Wait a second.
I don't think you are.
I don't think I am. So I move. Yeah. So I evade this guy. I move. No, I need an action to cash. So I can only evade one of them,
Okay.
which is
What if
also fine because
well
I can let him
hang
hit
on,
me.
hang on. So what if I move to you? What if I Pathfinder to you, play the sketches, engage the ghoul, and then
Can you kill the ghoul
I'll, I,
somehow?
not really. I don't. It's not worth using 2 vicious blows. Is the problem? If I had a hunch on top of my deck, I could hunch it. But um, could I investigate here? Could I move, investigate, and ping the ghoul, then finish it up? Well, okay. Maybe I let the ghoul hit me. Maybe I'm willing to let the ghoul hit me if that's what it
Okay.
takes. So yeah, but I kind of like that plan because I really like you doing 6 damage and evading both of those guys.
Yeah.
Because this way, like no civilians die. Like there's a lot going for this plan, and I with drawing 3 cards, hopefully I find a weapon, right?
Yeah.
I also could use, you know what? I could use 1 vicious blow. Problem is, if I use a vicious blow and a beat cop ping, then I only have 1 beat cop ping left, and I kind of want to like, hopefully not have the beat cop die so I can heal it later.
Okay. But that means you wouldn't be able to ping the knight, but you could stab him probably.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, okay, but let's do that though if you're okay with it. Let me go first, and I'll come down and do this. All right.
Okay.
So
Doesn't
Pathfinder to you.
mean I don't get lone wolf money. That's fine.
I know. Is that okay?
That's fine.
So click 1, play the sketches. Okay. I think I immediately play the cryptic writings, and I did find an enchanted blade, which is good. Oh, actually, I think I could just play this and make this happen, right?
You could play
Instead of
it.
taunting and engaging him.
Yeah, you could play and stab it, assuming you have a good chance of hitting. Yeah.
So play the sword, and I still have a click left. And yeah, now if I use 1 vicious blow, which I can do, I'll be at like 8 versus 3. And I might even be able to commit 1 additional thing. I could
Okay.
commit the overpower just to make it super safe if you want.
Yeah, seems fine.
Or or you could commit the resourceful if you want to get something back.
I want to use the resourceful to get back exploit weaknesses probably, but I can also use it to get
Okay.
back a look what I found if you really need the symbol.
No, it's fine. I'll use the overpower because as discussed. Oh, actually, you know what? Now I only have 10 cards in my deck. So now why don't I do the practice makes perfect?
Yeah, and do you have this? No, you don't have that to use. If you're like very confident you're gonna kill it, if you're very confident you're gonna kill it, you could do that. But otherwise you cannot do that.
I mean, it's gonna be tentacles only.
Okay.
So okay. So I'm playing practice makes perfect. So I'm attacking. I'm using a sword charge. I'm using practice makes perfect. I'm getting out this overpower.
Okay. Did you spend the money?
And
Yeah.
yep. And I'm also committing this vicious blow. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 3.
Okay, so you don't need anything from me.
Nope. Okay.
All right, nice.
I see. So he takes 3 and dies.
Okay.
And I draw off the overpower and I get the overpower to hand.
Okay.
Okay. See, it's a good thing I used the PMP because I think it's useless now. And that was the end of my turn.
Okay. So I'm going to move, play, cash, and get 5 more flashlight charges. And then move here. They're both
Using
gonna
the free thing.
using the free trigger. Yeah.
Yep.
And then they're both gonna They're both gonna engage me. I'm not gonna move them because what I'm gonna do, they both have nothing's boosting their evade, right? So, what's her force effect? When damage or horror from Amaryl's attack is assigned to an asset, that asset in Amara defeat that asset and she shifts her keys. Well, that's good to know.
So you don't we don't want her to hit anybody.
Well, I mean, yeah. How am I gonna kill Leo? Oh, I'll let the knight. I'll figure it out. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna spend on each evade. I'm gonna spend 2 flashlight charges. I'm gonna commit resourceful to one of the evades, and I'm gonna use both exploit weaknesses. I will end up getting 1 card back from the resourceful because I automatically pass due to exploit weakness. I will do. Oh, is he elite? Oh yes. Okay. Good.
They're both elite. Yeah.
All right. If he wasn't elite, he could have just gotten discarded, which would also have been fine. So they both take 3 damage. I mean, he has victory, but it's victory 0, so it's like we're not going to see him again. They're both evaded, and then I guess the question is should I grab a exploit weakness back to potentially do that again? Although I can't do it until I get some other type of flashlight technology, or I could grab a look what I found to get clues.
I would probably, I don't know. I think I doubt we're gonna have other like beefy, really tough enemies to deal with. It's just gonna be a lot of ghouls.
Yeah, or I could grab. I have a waylay in my discard too, but that's not as exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
I guess it's like how are we looking at clue tech? I guess I have more clue tech in my deck. I just have to draw it. So it's either like do we definitely want that now or
I would probably get an exploit weakness. It's just because, like you said, you have more clues in your deck. You don't have more exploit weaknesses in your deck.
Okay, let's grab an exploit weakness back. Also, at some point, I trigger the pickpocketing. I think I do it on the second test after I've had the chance to pull something back. That means the resourceful is in there. So I trigger this. I do pass by 2 on whatever test it is. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I was doing that. I was trying to do that strategically, so I didn't risk her weakness. But okay, so I got the winging it from that then, and I get 1 money. Okay, and then this gets discarded. Okay. All right, that is my turn.
All right, okay. That was a very good turn.
Yeah, pretty good.
We both killed it, I think.
Yeah.
Now let's be punished by drawing horrible encounter cards.
Yeah. All right, so upkeep. Oh, there's a shed the light. Also some clues. And doom happens. So so these guys both now they both engage me.
Yes, they do.
So I have to figure out, and I have to figure out how to kill Leo this turn. So let's see if the encounter deck helps with that. Boo, very bad.
Oh man, that sucks incredibly badly.
That does suck. So
God, that really sucks.
Yep. Yeah, well, can't
because like I had mathed it out where I could definitely kill them both this turn, and now nope.
Yeah. All right.
That's no.
And it surges into famine. Increase the cost of each card you play by 1. Discard at the end of round. Okay.
Put it cool. Awesome. Really good.
All right.
That's actually probably fine. I probably wasn't gonna. Oh, except for I guess I'm just not playing hunches this turn probably. Oh, this shit. Well, this could also wreck us. So let's see.
All right. Well.
Hunch time.
Hunch deck.
No shortcut. I guess actually the shortcut.
That shortcut's still free.
On how the rules work. Yeah, it could still be free.
I think it increases the cost, and your thing, you -2. So yeah, that's the same type of increase and decrease. So yeah, that'd be 0.
Okay. So it's awkward. I wish it was like at the beginning of investigator phase you did this, so we could figure it out before we decide what order to do our turns in. But so before this, before the stupid blossom flipped, there definitely was going to be a way where I could kill both of them. I'm pretty sure that's no longer the case. I think I can kill one of them. So you're gonna have to evade one of them, I think.
I mean,
And I
that's okay. I do need one of them alive to hit me to kill Leo
so
off.
what I would
Uh,
recommend is I would recommend that I try to kill Amaranth and we leave the knight alive to kill Leo. And we because Amaranth advances if we can kill Amaranth, and it
yeah,
also prevents more stupid blossom garbage, right?
yeah. Keep in mind that Amaranth does have a fight of 5 right now while this guy's alive. I don't know if that
Oh yeah,
matters
that
for
is
you.
so bad. See, it's annoying because before I think I only had to hit her once, and now I think I no, I guess I always had to hit her twice. Well, okay, so if I hit her twice plus vicious blow plus beat cop, that does kill her. So I need to hit her twice, but I have a base of um I have 4, 5, 6, 7. Um, I mean, I have 2 overpowers. I think it still probably works more or less. Um, do you well? But here's the bigger question: Do you so if you're not going to evade the knight, well,
I'll evade him after letting me hit me. I'll
okay.
play track
Well,
shoes or
do you
something.
want to go first and evade Amaranth so that just in case I miss, it doesn't hit you?
Uh, yeah, I can do that, I guess. So my evade is a 5. It's 5 versus 4. I don't really want to use flashlight charges to do that.
I can also shortcut you this turn if that helps. Well, of course, this is all if the compulsion doesn't happen, and then it's like, well,
Yeah, I guess yeah. All right, so I guess I'll go first. So lone wolf will trigger. I guess I just so 5 versus 4 is really bad, but I have a lucky, and I have winging it to discard to redraw. So treat that at being at like a +3 twice effectively. But all these tokens are even. There's 1 squid, 1 cultist. Oh, if I fail, that's okay. Okay, so I can commit if I need to in the next one. All right, so I'll try to evade her. Great. Okay, I succeed. I succeed by 1. Should I trigger the pickpocketing on the 1? I guess I will, because oh, actually, no, because I'll just trigger it on him, because there's a chance I succeed by 2 on him. There's no reason to trigger it early. So, alright, so I evaded. Now, I guess I play track shoes to trigger the AOO. I've used up the Leo action. Nobody's commented telling me that's wrong. If Leo dies, I can't have used the action he gave me, but someone can yell at me if that's the case. All
I
right.
guess you're taking an asterisk risk.
Yeah, I am taking an asterisk risk. All right, so I have track shoes now. He hits me, so he will kill Leo, and I will take 1 overflow horror. So Leo dies. Oh, interesting. If he had any keys, then it'd be bad
Yeah,
when we kill other guys. But he doesn't have any keys because we stole it from we beat him up and stole it from him, right? So
we did.
like heroes.
That's
All
why
right.
he holds us in contempt because
Yeah.
we stole his shit.
Yeah. All right.
We
So
also definitely straight up killed him, and we survived somehow.
I mean, sometimes that's how the story. Like in a video game cutscene, like you beat up an enemy and like they collapse, but then they get to do a big speech or sometimes
I
run away or
I
whatever.
I thought he would maybe come back like way later at the end, but instead he came back immediately. Maybe that's because of
Uh,
the order we did these in.
it's one of the time pass things is like for everyone that like you haven't seen the last of, you shuffle one of them randomly in, and we only have one of that, so it was him.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna show up in every scenario until we get more enemies that run away. Assuming she's gonna come back every scenario.
Wait, that's awful. I don't want to deal with this guy in every scenario.
Well, I mean, yeah, that
Hey,
might be what happening. We should have at least one
alright.
other. Do we have at least one other?
Whatever. Let's keep it going.
Oh, actually, I forgot about the Red Glove Man. It could have been the Red Glove Man instead of him, but I
Well,
think it's too
whatever.
late to correct that now.
Randomly, it was this guy.
Say it was randomly this guy. I'm sure the Red Glove Man is equally as annoying and bad. So, uh, okay, so What am I doing? I'm evading. So I'm at a 6 versus a 3 with a lucky and a redraw. So I think I don't commit anything. Great. All right. So I pass by 2. So I'll trigger that, draw a card, and gain a money. And then I defeat him, so he goes in the victory display. Although he, oh no, I don't defeat him. What am I talking about? I evaded him. So he's over here now.
Yep.
I have 1 action left. Do I spend a clue and save a civilian? That seems
Probably. Yeah.
Seems good. Okay. I'll
So then
spend.
you can't spend like up to 3 clues and save that many civilians or something. Like it's gonna take a lot of clicks.
Yeah. All right. So this civilian goes over here, and I also rescued a civilian, so I get to heal. So.
Oh yeah.
I mean that would be nice for you, but you don't have any clues. So.
That is true.
Okay. So that was my turn.
All right. So let me see. So my turn begins. I reveal a chaos token. Okay, I'm not compelled.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up here and I'm gonna try to kill Amaranth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna Pathfinder here. You did not use the train station, right?
Correct, because I started my turn here. Yeah.
Okay. So I come here. I haven't spent any actions yet. She has 5 combat. Okay. So let's use a sword charge. So I'm at 6, 7 against 5, 8 against 5, 10 against 5.
Okay.
And I think you just have to risk it at that level.
So I guess not to interrupt your thought again. Does it make sense to kill the knight and just kill her next turn? Or you're worried about her healing? Because then you might not have to commit as much stuff to fight her.
So maybe that's true. The problem is that the problem is that I only have 2 sword charges. So it'll take both of them to kill Amaranth. And that, but the knight, it's like, okay, I could just kind of hit him twice with a regular, with an uncharged sword, maybe.
Yeah.
No, but hang on. I think you might be right, because the thing is, like, it's just really like the +2 fight really matters in hard mode.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I'm hitting the knight instead. In that case, I'm only up by I'm up at a 10 against 4.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just better because now I pass on an extra token. Okay, so but I didn't use the vicious blow, so I'm actually at a 9 against 4.
So it's basically the same chance of passing then, right?
Yeah, but if it succeeds, then I am in a really good position to.
Right. And last question is, did you do this turn yet?
I didn't, but I guess I should, because I'm using up enough cards that I'll probably it'll be good. All right. I don't think any of these are incredibly useful. I will actually take the gun because I'm about to use up the last of sorts.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So we're at 9 against 4 against the knight. Okay, we pass. So the knight dies.
Okay. So he goes back this way.
Okay. Click 2. I use another sword charge. I'm attacking Amaranth. She's at 3. I'm at 7, 9, 10. So 10 against 3.
Okay.
Oh, and I drew off of the overpower that I used against the knight. Okay, so I hit Amaranth for 3.
Okay.
So she has 3 health remaining.
No, she has 1 health remaining. She has only 6 health.
1 health remaining?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she had 8. Oh, okay. This is
okay. We thought she had 8 because I think I said that like 5 times, but I was wrong.
Okay, no, that's great. Okay, well then I'll B-cup ping her.
Okay.
Assuming we want to advance now.
Yeah, I assume she's gonna respawn or something, but maybe if she respawns on top of us, that might be bad.
I sure hope not. I don't want her to respawn.
So I mean, if she respawns on top of us, I can have her like go on me, and she can kill something. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, that seems fine.
I think we should ping her because we'll draw the stupid shit that heals her again or something.
Okay.
You know?
We also might like steal the blossom from her or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So it's when she would be defeated. So she hasn't actually been defeated yet, but she does have 6 damage on her still. Okay. So we advance the act. Your final blow knocks Amaranth back, toppling an ancient brazier. As hungry flames consume the remnants of the ritual and the corpses, she shrieks in anguish. Do you have any idea what you have done? Razin, my love! Flip her to her corruption revealed side, keeping all token attachments on her, and move her to a random location with no investigators. Shuffle both copies of Ancient Raider into the counter. Okay, so we stopped another enemy from spawning, it looks like, who was worth nothing. So, but she is still in play. But she's going to go somewhere else where we're currently not, which is fine. So flip her over.
Where she will immediately kill some civilians.
Oh, that's true. Is she still evaded? Because I evaded her, right? Because we are just flipping her.
I think she's evaded,
which is doing this. I think she might still be evaded.
That's pretty good. There's also like if she randomly spawned in a place adjacent to us, I could still shortcut there or something. So we could maybe.
And she still has the same effects on her. Okay, so let me pick a location for her.
But we haven't played any cards this turn, right? Because we still have that thing that makes them cost 1 more, right?
Oh man, I forgot about this. I feel like I played a card at some point, didn't I?
Does that ruin the entire turn?
You didn't play anything this turn. Did we draw this last turn? We did, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this the turn I moved and evaded a bunch?
This is the turn that you.
No, that was last turn. This turn
Leo died this turn. Like you saved a civilian at the end.
Yeah, which I don't think I played any cards this turn. Last turn I played a bunch of cards, but this wasn't out that turn, right?
Yeah, and I did not play any cards.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so
I'm gonna try for second overpower though.
Okay, so shuffle this. Can't spawn there, so shuffle again. All right, railway station. That's a pretty okay place. It's very centralized. We might, although those civilians were the ones I was the least concerned about saving quickly, but it's fine. All right. So I did all that stuff. Okay. Queen of nothing at all. Unnatural vines choke the city streets as Amaranth pursues you, drunk with power. Her blossom is in her hair. Blossom in her hair stretches wide like a garnet maw as she laughs cruelly. If neither Amaranth nor Razin are in play, advance. Okay, so we win by defeating her. Is there some way to defeat her other than killing her? Usually there is some way for like boss stuff, but
well, I think it might be like because we defeated her the first time, it assumes that we're taking the fight path, kind of.
I think yeah, maybe. Okay, so you still have actions.
I believe I have 1 more action.
Yeah. If you had a clue, I would have said save the civilian, but
yeah. So I think what I might do. By the way, I think we're probably going to need you to evade her at least once next turn, because I need to get a gun out before I can finish her off.
Yeah, I was hoping to. I mean, I wanted to like go and like get like 4 clues, but maybe I can't do that. All right. Yeah. Well, you got 1 more action. So what do you want to do with that action?
I think I probably click for a resource because I would play the cryptic writings, but because of the famine, it won't really do any good. Yeah. I really need to get the 45 out, and I don't have money for it. But if I click for a resource, I can do it next turn. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
And I'm also kind of hoping that you might be able to speech my Leo at some point if I draw it, But
that could probably happen.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to click for a resource, and then I do have a shortcut I could play. Do you want me to shortcut you onto Amaranth just so you can evade her immediately next turn? Because otherwise it just goes back in the hunch deck. So
you triggered this, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay. Then yeah, if you shortcut me, I could evade her, and then I could maybe I could still get clues potentially. Because I could use the free trigger from here to leave or whatever. So
right.
Okay. Okay, cool. So upkeep. This doesn't go away, right? Yeah. Enemy phase, she's exhausted, so upkeep. Oh, it's the dumb trap card. That actually might be kind of okay. Get her. And she still has 6 damage on her, so. Right? There was flipping clear damage. I'll double check that. Alright, Doom happens, and I get an encounter card. It is a Ancient Raider. And he kills civilians when he attacks players. Oh, this went away. Alright, well, he's going to spawn at the Tanneries.
Maybe you can exploit that guy or something. Those guys are really annoying.
Yeah,
it's very annoying that
I
we
could
drew one so
could
soon.
exploit him instead of getting clues, basically. But yeah, all right.
Alright,
Go ahead
that.
and go ahead and go. Ah, gross.
All right, this again. Cool. Oh, cool. That means I can't play the gun this turn. Awesome.
All right. So, hunch card. Okay.
I'm not gonna pay 1 to play it.
Yeah. So.
So
I think I'm going first to evade.
Yeah, I think like so if you evade Amaranth and get rid of the Raider, I can like click for a resource, play the 45, and be ready to hopefully kill Amaranth next turn. That's basically what I'm thinking.
So you want to that will end the game, right? So do we want to try to save civilians before that, or do we just want to end the game? Because I know you have a little bit of a time crunch, but we have a little bit of time still.
We have some time. I would love to save some more civilians, but like we basically have to evade Tanker for the rest of the game, I think, because we really don't want her to. We don't want her to flip her thing because that'll just take damage off of her, and we don't want her to kill civilians. So I think it's if you think you can like evade Tanker for the rest of the game and we can still get clues, then that's probably possible. I do have some clue cards.
Yeah, I have a bunch of clue cards, which but yeah, I could just I don't know. I think we can look at the time because you have to leave in an hour, right? So we probably want to wrap up the next.
I think
like,
it doesn't.
minutes.
I think it doesn't matter a whole lot because like for this turn, the deal is you're gonna evade both, and I'm gonna get my gun out, and then we can go from there. So,
okay, so I'm going to try to evade her. I'm at 6 versus, so I go first. So I get a lone wolf money. I'm at 6 versus 4. I have a lucky, but lucky costs 2 right now. And then I wouldn't have enough money for exploit weakness, which I do need. So I'm at 2 above with a redraw, or I could commit some stuff. I guess maybe I commit. Am I going to be able to play both Shed the Lights? Am I going to be use the makeshift draft? And I think no. So I think we'll commit the. I don't know, the trap doesn't do anything because this. I can't commit cards because I'm unprepared. Where are my gumps? Why are my gumps not in my hand yet?
Where's the gump?
Okay, well, let's see. So if I have to play lucky, do I have an action? I only have 3 actions, right? So, but I could basically move here for free with a path. I think I just test and I'll see how it goes. I'll do a redraw and I'll use lucky if I need to. So, all right. Well, that looks like a redraw situation. So let's trash her winging it. Yeah, much better. All right, much better. All right, so she's evaded, and I pass by 2, so I get money and a card. All right, then I use the free trigger, and to move. Do I need to play anything first? No, right? Yeah. Then I try to trigger track shoes. Let's see if I can save an action. I'm at 6 versus 3. All right, great. I passed the track shoes test, so I am over here now. Then this guy engages me, but I will reduce the evade. I will try to evade him. I will reduce the test to 0, and I will play exploit weakness, and that will discard him. So I don't draw a token. Is there anything I need to commit to do some other extra nonsense? No. So yeah, he is defeated. It cost me 3 money, unfortunately, but that is That is good. I got 3 exploit weaknesses off this game, Dan. So
It finally
that's
happened.
that's something. It only took 4 scenarios to actually start using it, but you know. Um, all right, so that was my whole turn, right? Because I evaded, moved, evaded. Oh no, the move was all free, right? So I do have 1 action left because I evaded, I free triggered, I track shoes triggered, evaded. I could try to wing it and get clues from here. That's kind of bad. I think maybe I draw a card because I'd only be at a 3 versus a 1, which not great. I think
not very good.
I want to get another flashlight out. I have another flashlight and I have gumptions, which help me do other nonsense. So I'm gonna draw a card. I think. Oh, there's a gumption. Okay, so that's a little better. So next turn I can probably get a bunch of clues. So, I guess I could have saved a civilian, but that's fine. Okay, all right. I am all done with my turn. So you are up.
See if I'm compelled. I'm compelled.
All right, so that goes away.
Well, that means I can't play the gun this turn. So cool.
You know what you can do very safely because it's the witching hour. So flip that boy over.
All right. What's the funniest thing to put it on? I don't know. Put it on a sword. Why not? Man, there's like nothing useful that I can do here. Like clicking for a resource doesn't I guess that sort of helps because I'll eventually need it, but I don't need it right now.
Is there anywhere other than the location I'm at that you could go get clues from? Like here, here, here?
I mean, not that I can get to in 1 click, and because you already used the train station, right?
I did use the train station. Oh, you only have 1 click, right? I mean, you could.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably come get clues where you are, but I don't think you want me to do that.
I do not because I'm gonna get them as part of the Shed the Light. So
both of them. Because I could get 1, and then you could shed the light, scoop up the last one from somewhere else.
Yeah, I guess actually, yeah, I could move here and I can do Shed the Light here as well, with the winging it. That's actually fine.
I think what is important though is we do want. Are you when you're talking about clues next turn? Are you factoring in hopefully also evading Amaranth?
I only have 3 actions. Yeah, I guess my thought was I wanted to get clues from here, and then move and track shoes into here and evade her.
Okay.
Because I want to have a pile of clues so I can like in between evades like save civilians.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so then I won't get those clues. What I will do is I will. So I shouldn't be here because we don't want Amaranth to be on me. We want her floating. So I'll stay where I am. I will just click for a resource.
Okay, then. Okay, so you're all done. So
yep.
Nothing happens during enemy phase. Upkeep. Famine goes away. And we are going to advance, which something bad might happen when we advance here. That might ruin all of our plans, but you know, it's how it
quite
goes.
possible.
Oh, I have to discard something. I guess I discard.
I feel like they'll probably have us like flip the blossom just as a fun little stinger. So
yeah, maybe. All right, so Doom happens. What is the reset button here? Does that delete the Doom that was on your card? No, it didn't. I guess trash the Doom that's on your card. All right. As night falls, your sense of being followed only grows. Turning around, you see a trio of tall, lanky figures moving slowly. The shadows obscure their features, but a glint of light reflects on wet, red jaws and hollow eyes. When you quicken your pace, they quicken theirs. As the group bears down on you, you duck into a nearby alleyway and sprint away from them. After several minutes of running, you hear a rasping, guttural howl, followed by a sound like ripping cloth behind you. All right, for every civilian slain, search the encounter deck discard pile for a risen or a ghoul, spawn it, then shuffle the encounter deck into the discard pile. Each investigator decides heal 2 damage from each elite enemy in play, or kill a civilian. So, I guess would we rather her heal or would we rather civilians die? I guess is the question. So, but first I have to spawn 2 risen or ghouls. Right, I read that correctly. Oh no, just 1 for every 2 slain. So just 1 risen or ghoul. Let's look at the encounter deck and see if there's any. Do you want this boss set of you to come out, Dan? That's worth a victory.
No,
It looks like it's a
no,
zombie lion, which is pretty cool.
I really don't.
All right, well then, because this might be our only chance to definitely pull it. Is my thought. So
I mean, I got no kind of weapon action going on. I'm gonna like play the 45, and then I gotta use at least 2 bullets off of it for the Amaranth, and we're also just gonna draw like 4 more ghouls in the next couple turns.
okay,
I
then
don't, I don't know. It seems risky, but
yeah. After he enters play, he moves the enemies and civilians from its location to a connecting location. Interesting. So when he spawns, it makes everything else run away from them. But he will. He's a hunter. This is the guy I'm looking at. I don't know if you want to, because we can pick whatever enemy. He will spawn at random location. Oh, it is waylayable. It's a good point, Dana. But I don't think I have a waylay in my hand, do I? There's one in my discard pile, but I don't think I have a way to play that right now. So,
I don't know. I mean, five health.
yeah.
Like the waylay would be a great way to deal with it, but aside from that, the
Up.
thing is, it's not like we won't see it. Like there's a decent chance we'll see it, right?
Well, I'm going to shuffle the encounter deck, so it's like a 50-ish% chance if we go all the way to the end. But I think we're trying to wrap up in a couple turns, hopefully. So I think we will. I think there's a good chance we don't see it. But if we don't, I guess I'm not too worried about the victory as much as at this point. I've got in like most of my important stuff. I think
Well,
to do
here
nonsense.
I definitely still need a ton of victory.
So
Here's another way to think about it. We're assuming that saving the civilians is like a victory thing, right? If we wanted to be like, well, maybe instead of rushing so hard to save civilians, maybe we'll still prevent them from getting hit, but like instead of spending clues to send them to safety, we can maybe like do less of that and kill the lion. But I don't know. That doesn't seem as it seems harder.
okay. I guess you'll be the one killing it. I don't think I have a way to kill it. So this is also wait a second. This is also whatever my card is a bull. Because it defeats it, right?
Exploitable. Oh yeah.
Oh no, it discards it. So it doesn't give us victory if it discards it.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Uh, yeah, up to you, I guess. If you think your engine is going to get you enough guns to shoot stuff, because you do have 2 guns in hand, but
So here's the thing. I think this turn I play the gun and I hopefully if nothing goes wrong, because this is Mythos phase, right?
this is the beginning of Mythos phase still. Yeah.
If nothing goes wrong, then I think this turn I can potentially play the gun, Pathfinder to Amaranth, and hopefully no, I can't even kill her this turn. I can like almost kill her this turn.
Okay. But
Um
again, when you kill her, that does in the game. So like you're.
okay, sorry.
And also, she might heal 4 if we decide to heal instead of killing civilians. Right. The second part of this is we each decide to either heal her or kill a civilian at our location, which makes the skull worse. Well, if we both do that, it makes the skull worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. This is hard. I mean, I once I have the gun out, I could probably kill the lion, and then still be able to kill Amaranth later if we don't heal her too much. I don't know. I don't.
It's up to you if you
Let's
think you can do it. If you can't, we'll spawn an easy enemy for now.
let's get the lion out because we'd have to deal with a ghoul anyway. So like, let's just do it.
All right. All right. So he will spawn. He spawns at still a random location. Or wait, how does this work? Search it and spawn it. Technically, the thing that makes it spawn at a random location isn't active, but we're not drawing it. I feel like that's an oversight. um, but because we're not drawing it, so that's weird. So I guess technically we could choose where it spawns, or I could just do it randomly because that's kind of
I
what
guess
I think
that
is supposed
we
to
could play some
happen.
games with that, with moving the civilians around if we wanted to.
Yeah. Is that helpful? Like, because I could. I mean, I don't think we want to spawn him directly on you because you need to get the guns out. I don't know where else we'd want to spawn him. Like here, maybe, and the civilians would spread out from him. That might be kind of okay. I guess we do get to choose because we're not drawing him. That seems weird. I'm gonna do it randomly so we don't have to talk about it more. All right. Well, he spawns on me, so something for me to evade. It also makes the civilians split up. I guess I'm gonna send one up here and two this way because this is the way I'm hoping to go. That does make it harder for me to. I won't be able to get clues this turn and evade her. So, all right, this guy's on me. So, all right, so that is the agenda advancing. Oh no, we still have to. Do we want to heal her or kill civilians? I guess I have to heal her now because I have no civilians. So, do you want her to heal or do you want to kill a civilian?
I'm kind of thinking civilian because we can lose one without making the skull worse, and she has a lot of health and it's very hard to hit. Like we already have to put 8 damage on her to win, and I don't want to have to put 10 damage on her.
I'm okay with that. I mean, she also might heal more, you know, because of her thingy. So
yeah, so if you're okay with it, let's do that.
I'm okay with that. Oops, I put on the wrong card. So that means there are 3 slain civilians. Put it in the pile here. Okay. All right. Agenda. The city grows quieter as more and more civilians disappear each night. The soul deadening heat of the day sees more hollowed-eyed figures walk the streets. Once a thriving oasis of life and culture, Marrakesh now feels like an empty echo of its former self.
Sorry, wouldn't it be? Wasn't there only one civilian at my location before, or were there 2?
One of them ran away from me because the line spawned, and I had to move one to your location. So, shoot. So my location also is abandoned now. I wonder what that's gonna do. All right, let's see what that does. So this flips over.
Okay, gets worse.
Nice. Yeah, that makes the shroud higher. It's a bummer. And the risen enemies are scarier. Okay, great. All right. Okay. All right. So that was the agenda advancing. Now I gotta do Doom or encounter cards. Okay. Frozen Fear. It's like mostly okay.
Oh man. Ugh.
All right. I'm becoming more pro murder her because this is getting scarier quickly.
I mean, so, I can spend an action and flip the prism to do it.
So I can't evade her now though, because I got frozen in fear. So I don't have unless you shortcut me somehow. I guess look at your hunch deck, but
and we no, there's no shortcuts left.
Yeah,
and we really do not want her to. Oh, I could get the 2 clues on your place and ping the lion with the scene, which would be pretty good. I think we have to, man.
I mean, we can just let
her kill us. If she attacks, she heals 2 damage though, or she heals 1 damage. And she'll heal the lion if we don't kill it. Because like there's a possibility we could like. So I could like shortcut down to you, scene to get 2 clues, ping the lion with Alice. Click 2, play the gun. Click 3, attack. But then the lion will still have 2 health left, and then it'll get healed by Amaranth attacking.
Man, if you can get the lion off of me, then I can go evader. But yeah, don't.
Because I feel like playing the scene would be good, but maybe it's not. Maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, the thing is, I can still get the clues from here with waylay gumption nonsense, but that'd be at the cost of evading her. Maybe we just, I think maybe we focus on trying to kill the lion. Can you kill the lion this turn if you focus all your stuff on killing rather than playing scene? or can you still not kill him?
I think I can do that if I sacrifice the beat cop, which I would which I would really prefer to not do because the combat bonus is pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's what it would take because there's no vicious blows left, and I need to play the gun, so I can only actually hit it twice.
It's a level 2 beat cop. And it's only your only copy. You are about to shuffle your deck, but I think we're still trying to end soon.
The odds of finding it again are not great. I mean, we could get rid of it because the thing is, yeah, but she's even if the bound in red is gone, she's combat 4. That's pretty bad. And my swords are empty, so I'm hitting her with like the guns are only +1 combat. I think I really don't want to lose the beat cop. So that means I don't think I can kill the lion this turn.
Because you need to, you don't have a vicious blow, yeah.
But what I could do is I don't really mind if the lion hits me. So what I could do is move to you, play the gun, and engage the lion, and then kill it next turn.
Okay. In which case, okay, so that would.
In that case, I would scene.
Okay.
But in that case, we definitely want Amaranth to not attack this turn. So you would definitely.
So I would move and evade her, and I could.
Yeah, you don't have.
I still have potential.
Because that would be good.
I do not have an exploit. I have a resourceful that if I draw it before my weakness, I could pull the exploit back. But yeah. Okay, so I would move, which would cost me 2 actions, unless you can Pathfinder me or shortcut me somehow. But no. So that I would move, and then I would be up here, and I would evade her. And then the following turn, I might, I'd like evade her, and maybe I'd try to go get clues and come back or something. Or save civilians at her location or something. Okay, so that means you're going first.
Yep. All right, so I Pathfinder to you.
Okay.
I feel like the scene is worth it because it's also a free ping. So.
Yeah.
And then I can do some civilians, right? So click 1 scene and ping the line with Alice. Click 2. I think I play the automatic instead of the hunch guns because the hunch guns is better for committing, and because that way I don't have to overwrite both swords. And then click 3, I engage the lion.
Is there a benefit to not overwriting both those swords? You don't want them both shuffled back in?
Well, the sword is like without spending. It's like a +1 if you just need to hit for 1 damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so he is going to heal that. Oh no, I'll evade her, so he won't heal. Okay.
Right.
So I move for 2 actions and try to track shoes. So and I have nonsense to let me redraw, so I will just draw. Okay, let's discard. Is this trap going to be useful at any point? Probably not. I mean, I guess on the turn we fight her, it could be good to make her easier to fight. Discard winning it. And we'll hope my I don't draw my weakness, I guess. No, let's discard the trap. Alright. Draw again. Tablet. Oh man. Alright, so that means the civilian does die.
Oh no, the skull is worse.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay, so the skull's a -4 now. Yeah, I guess we really want to get out of here before the skull becomes like a -6. If we could do that. All right, I am up here now, so she is on me. I'm gonna try to evade her. I'm at 6 versus 4. Have a lucky, and I'll commit. Is it worth committing the amulet? So I pass on the 5. There's only 1 -5. Yeah, there's only 1 -5. So I think no. Okay, so well, it means I maybe don't have to lucky. Yeah, let's commit the amulet. Okay, so I'm at 7 versus 4. Oh, great. Okay. Pickpocket. There's the resourceful. The next card is definitely my weakness. All right, so she is evaded, and oh, I forgot that her evade was actually higher, right? But I still passed by 2. Yeah, because I drew. Yeah, I was at 7. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, did I click the money button? I think I did. Okay. All right, so my turn's over. So enemy phase. This guy's gonna attack,
Right.
and then upkeep. Oh, there's the flashlight. I mean, I don't know if I'll have time to play that. All right, so she is back on me. Oh, I forgot at the end of my turn. I need to do Frozen in Fear. I'm at 5 versus 3 with a lucky and redraw. So yeah, I'll just draw a token. Oh, great. Got
Nice.
rid of it. All right.
Great job, Ben.
Yes. All right, cool. So then she is on me, and we add a Doom, and I draw an encounter card, and it is an enemy that is going to draw another enemy. All right. Spawns at the square. That might
The
be
thralls are so brutal.
okay because I might end up going there anyway to try to get clues, but we'll see. And then I draw again. The draw again is rough. Okay.
Yeah, well,
All right.
that's what I'm saying. Like just
Yeah.
an enemy that surges is pretty nasty.
All right. This is gonna go here. Oh man, if only there was no civilian here, we could. I mean, we could still ignore it. We could just let him kill one civilian and then chill there, right? But I don't know. Uh, oof.
Okay. Well, I think that's Alice.
Yeah.
It's a few turns before that matters.
Yeah.
So,
Did you do this
all
last
right.
turn?
No, because I was maybe going to use it to get rid of the bound in red,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you still have this if we need it for something, but yeah, that's your backup for like a bad encounter card. So
or for yeah, that's or for like the last hit we need to do to
yeah.
kill her, and yeah.
Okay. All right. So hunch deck. Okay.
I'm not going to play it. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to play it. So if we want to prevent any civilians from dying, then you probably need to deal with one of these, and I deal with the other one. Like I could definitely deal with one of them. I don't think I can deal with both.
Okay.
But I could like come up here, kill this ghoul, and rescue this civilian. You know,
Okay.
um, and you could maybe like come down here and get some of these clues.
Yeah, I think I evade her, free move down here, free evade the thrall, try to get clues, and maybe save civilians or set up a little bit more.
because
So
because because I think I can if I get lucky I can like I could I could shoot Khalid twice to kill him,
hmm,
Pathfinder to the ghoul, and then kill the ghoul. Like that's basically what I'd have to do.
okay. Um, okay, I
And I
think
think honestly, if I'm gonna do that, I kind of want to go first to use this TTI.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Um, okay, so does that sound all right?
Yeah,
Okay, so if I'm using the gun, then I have 4, 5, 6 versus 4 base. I really want to get up to a 4, so I would use the Colt and the TTI, and then I wouldn't need to commit anything for the ghoul. Okay, so I will click one, shoot with TTI, and I succeed.
okay, nice.
Click two, commit the Colt, and shoot again.
So are you testing at an 8 each time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
So the
So
lion dies.
victory lion. This
Hooray.
is cool art. I know zombie animals are usually kind of cool. You know,
Yeah.
if a bit disturbing, but you know.
Yeah, pretty gross. Then I Pathfinder up here,
Okay.
and last click, I'm almost tempted to just sword this guy twice to save a shoot bullet. Like I hit him once this turn, but no, I don't want to get hit. So, all right, because like I'm just gonna be almost out of bullets again really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you
Um,
should save the guns. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, all right. So I'm at a 6-on-2.
Well, I mean, you
Wow.
succeed,
Okay.
but the civilian
But at
still
what cost?
dies. Yeah.
What a stupid
I
token.
guess
Um,
I guess before we're definitely sure that it kills it, I have to swap out the place because maybe it makes it scarier. Okay, now when you end your turn here, you take damage.
really cool.
Um,
All right, I'll put the horror on beat cup. That's the end of my turn.
okay. Oh, and I put that in the trash instead of on the thingies. Okay, so we are at 5. So one more civilian dying makes the skull like basically an auto fail for you. It
Yeah,
makes
let's
it
not draw any
yeah.
tablets for the rest of the game.
So all right. So it's my turn. So I have to evade her again. She is at a 5 evade. I'm at a 6. Um, I want to try to pull back from discard a. I think I want to exploit weakness back to potentially do damage. I think because I don't think we're going to be able to, I don't think we have time to get all the clues. So
I think if you could exploit Amaranth, that would be very, very good.
yeah, I can't do it right now, but potentially in the
Yep.
future.
You gotta increase your gumption a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I have another
And
flashlight,
we
so
need
if I get the flashlight out, I definitely can. But
I can get rid of the bound in red, which would also help.
yeah. So this puts me at 7 versus 5. I have a lucky. I have a redraw with a winging it. And I think I want to save the gumption, so I will test with this. I will lucky that instead of redrawing. I think to not risk a tablet. So I succeed. I think so. I get to pull back. I can trigger the resourceful. I think triggers first, or I think after you evade an enemy. That's in the same phase. So okay. So I pull back a weakness, split weakness. Then I trigger pickpocketing. Do I care if the discard pile gets trashed? I think I not. I mean, I'll definitely be sad, but I think I want to draw the card anyway. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. So, and then resourceful goes to discard. She's evaded. So, I mean, man, so yeah, I have double gump. I also have flashlight, so I have lots of ways to trigger stuff. All right, so I move down here with the free trigger. So I'm still only doing one action, and then this guy engages me. So because I have gumptions, no, I don't want to exploit weakness this guy.
Not really.
No, I don't do that. So I will just try to evade him. I'm at 6 versus 1, so I just test that. I pass. Oh, did I get my lone wolf money? I didn't.
Just barely got it.
Okay. Okay, so he's evaded. I mean, it was just, I only failed on the auto fail or cultist. So, all right, I have one action left. I could get a bunch of clues. Or I could grab a bunch of, or I could start saving guys. I think I get the clues because then I can go up here and I can save guys. Yeah, I could do that. So
we need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need, assuming none others die, which is unlikely. We still need a few more clues.
We need 8, and yeah, okay. So I will. What's the shot here? It's 3, right? Okay. So I will play winging it from discard for 1, and then I'll play a gumption, and now I can play or commit a gumption. Now I can play a shed the light for 2, and I automatically succeed, and I get 4 clues, 3 of them from this location, leaving 1 there for you to Alice Ping stuff with, and 1 from over here. So now I'm loaded up on clues. That's the end of my turn. Oops.
Yeah, we probably only need like 1 more clue total.
Yeah, it goes back in here, which delays my weakness potentially. All right.
It's worth mentioning that the shroud on the tombs is really low now. So.
No, there's still 3 civilians there.
Oh, sorry.
Or 2 civilians.
Okay.
But I mean, it's
still Shroud 3.
It's still Shroud 3. I can do nonsense there if I need to. Also, we could save those civilians first and then get the clues.
Okay, so we need potentially like 2 more clues because there's like 9 civilians left.
Yeah. Okay. So enemy phase, something happens. Upkeep.
Here's
Wow,
my
still
box.
still haven't drawn Amanda Alone, which is actually getting kind of bad, right? Like eventually you could spam draw it. Didn't that happen
Yeah,
to you
yeah.
once we played? It was like your last card, so it like triggered every round.
More than once, I think. I mean, it's definitely. I bet it's been like 3 cards left in my deck, and one of them is that a couple of times. It sucks.
Yeah. All right. Doom happens. We're at 3 out of
Come on, we
7.
FFG. We need a Wendy book. Write a novella about Wendy. I can't wait to read it.
No.
Oh, that's pretty
Well,
brutal.
I mean, it just means I can't exploit weakness her this turn, which is rough. But
Ugh, jeez,
that's a random. Yep. And it's on top of there. Hmm.
it's not great.
All
Man,
right.
there's so many dudes.
All right. I guess see what you got. I mean that.
Probably doesn't matter. Probably not gonna play it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm doing a bunch of evading this turn. I can't play anything, which is kind of fine. So I think I go first and try to evade a bunch of stuff, and then we'll see what you need to kill.
Yeah, I also think that yeah, I guess yeah. Why don't you do that?
I don't know. Actually, do I have enough action? I guess I don't have actions to evade. No, I free evade this guy and move. I evade her and I evade the other guy, and then you could move in and do whatever. I don't know what your killing people situation is though. But
It's not great. I have 1 bullet left.
okay. But yeah, unless we want them to attack stuff, I think that's.
Man, if I had a dynamite, that would be dope as hell.
Eventually, my stupid trap card can become a dynamite. But you know,
Eventually.
eventually. All right, so I tree evade this guy. 6 versus 1. What's our? We don't want something to die, right? So I should trash something.
I think we pretty badly don't want something to die.
Am I gonna get?
Again, remember, no tablets for the rest of the game. That's the commandment from.
Am I gonna get more clues? Actually, am I gonna need this emergency cache? I think I will not, because I have a flashlight. Well, actually, I could play emergency cache instead of the flashlight, which is cheaper. I don't know. Or I could trash my wing yet. I guess, do I need to get more clues, or do you think I'm going to be stuck evade tanking, and you can get the other clues if we need them?
I think I can probably get more clues if we need to.
Okay, I'm gonna trash the flashlight because the cache is basically the same as the flashlight, but free. So I will redraw. Great, much better. All right, so he's evaded. I guess yeah. I mean, I guess I trigger pickpocketing. Oh, I didn't lone wolf. So I trigger pickpocketing and I draw a card. Okay, still not my weakness. All right, then I move up here as my first actual action. And then
Both of them are on you.
Both of them are on me. I'll move them. So I'll try to evade them. So I guess I'll evade. Does it make a difference which I evade first? Not really. I'll evade him. Well, it's more important for me to evade her, right? So I should do her first. Yeah. So 6 versus. She's still a 5, right? Yeah. 6 versus 5. I have no lucky. I have a gumption. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have. So I guess I commit the gumption to evading her. So I'm at 6 versus 3, and I have a redraw. So we'll do that. Oh, okay, so I don't need to redraw. So she's evaded, and then I'll try to evade this guy. Or could I just let him hit me, and I could like save a civilian instead? He only does 1 damage. Oh, but he kills a civilian. That's annoying. Okay, so I will evade him. So I'm at 6 versus 2. I'll just test that. He has retaliate, right? Oh no, it doesn't matter. I guess, are you gonna kill him, or are you not sure?
I mean, I can kill something. Like I could kill him. And in fact, I probably should, because like, yeah, I could kill him.
Like, is it worth me redrawing the auto fail to see if I evade him? I can discard winging it. That's fine. But
if you need me to kill him this turn, I can.
It risks getting what I would consider a worse token, which is cultist or tablet. So
I Yeah, I can kill him. It's also he hits for 1 damage, so like
And,
at worst
and,
you take it.
and he kills a civilian.
Oh god, that's annoying.
So I could redraw, but if I draw the cultist, that's worse because
I
he'll attack me
so
anyway.
that would basically like use up my last bullet, and then that's actually really bad because then I have 2 weapons in my deck, and I have to like I probably shouldn't have committed the Colts.
Hmm.
Um,
I guess
oh
I'll
god,
evade him if that helps you not have to.
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need the point where we need to like decide when we want to kill Amaranth and decide how many civilians we leave behind or whatever. So,
At least we killed the lion.
all right. So I am gonna redraw. All right. So I do a -3, so he is evaded.
Nice.
So nothing will attack this turn.
Yeah.
All right. So my turn's over because I still haven't
Okay.
gotten Leo back. If I draw Leo and we somehow have a way to give me an extra action, that might be useful. But
Yeah.
all right, you're up.
So I can. So here's something that I could do. I could play the Hallowed Mirror, and I could then like if I heal Beat Cop with it, I could basically ping something with Beat Cop every turn, which seems like it would be very good.
Mm-hmm.
So is that worth thinking about? Like this turn, I could.
I think
Um,
though you're not allowed to shuffle cards into an empty deck, so you wouldn't get to shuffle the melodies in.
oh, that sucks.
So is this your hunch this turn? It is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but okay. So in that case, what I could do is this turn I could move to you. I could get rid of the Bound in Red,
Mm.
and I could hit the Ancient Raider once and play the Hallowed Mirror, or play the Hallowed Mirror, and not play the. Oh no, yeah, no, we don't want to play it this turn. Oh god, that's so stupid.
I mean, you could save a
Um,
civilian if you have extra actions, but
yeah, okay, so I could do that, and then like next turn I could start hitting things and using Beat Cop.
okay,
Like I could next turn, I'm pretty sure I could kill at least one of these guys.
okay,
I could also just use my bullet to kill the Ancient Raider, but I kind of feel like maybe we save that last because like we could kill if I can't find another weapon. Amaranth has 8 health.
right,
That's maybe like I hit her once with a vicious blow, ping her twice, and you do an exploit weakness or something. Like we might be able to just get it done with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay, here's one thing I want to do. I'm gonna flip the prism and get rid of the Bound in Red because I think we definitely we need to make it a little easier to fight her. Is what I'm
okay,
thinking.
yeah. There's probably another
Um,
copy of that in the deck too. Oh no, we drew one. We drew the other one already. Yeah. Did
I
we?
Pathfinder to you,
Yeah, we did. Okay.
and then I. Oh, you know what I'll do here? Let's make the odds a little bit better. Even though, how about this? What if I use the? This is risky, but I could use up the last bullet to kill the raider, or at
Okay.
least to do damage to the raider. Then I could play the magnifying glass to put it in my deck before my deck shuffles.
Ooh.
So then I'd have the problem is it's like 3 out of 27 because Joe's deck is weird.
It's like 50% better.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah. I guess I sort of like that idea.
Yeah. Well, why is it risky? What does it risk?
Well,
That you won't have a
well,
bullet?
okay. So no, you're right. It's sort of like because once this bullet is gone, it's useless. So if I do that, what I was kind of thinking was like, oh, maybe I could keep that one bullet, but then put the extra sword in the deck.
Hmm.
But then I think I want to have the sword out in case I don't have a good weapon. So,
All
all
right.
right, yeah, let's use the last bullet. And I could just attack Amaranth with it,
If
but
you kill the raider, it's one less thing I have to evade, which
that's what I'm thinking.
frees me
Okay,
up to go
all right.
do other stuff.
So
But
I'm at 6 against 3 on the Raider, and I don't have anything to commit, unfortunately. So that's just what it is.
do I have anything to commit? No, because all my stuff's
Means
bad.
it means I fail on skulls, which is pretty bad. But what are we gonna do?
All right.
Okay,
Nice.
so the Raider takes 2,
Okay.
and then so I have 1 action left because all I did this turn was so I could either save a civilian, or I could stab the Raider with a sword, and if I succeed, he's dead. I kind of want to do that.
What's your succeed chance?
I'm up by 3.
Okay, so you fail on skulls and squid. It's like 60% chance. but that saves you a B cop ping next turn,
Yes.
and it
Well, it
gets
means
him
I
up.
can ping something else, which is very good.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, sure.
Or
Or
have you used the train station?
no, because I came here this turn. Oh, I could have used
So
it. Oh yeah.
I could train down to Jama Elf. I could train down to the square, and I could stab the thrall instead, which is a little easier.
But then he's gonna engage you, and well, you can just take a damage
Or I ping, yeah, or I just attack him again. So,
because you need to play
um,
mirror and heal, which is 2 actions in order to get the B cup
right,
online.
right. Okay, I think I'm gonna try for the raider. If
Okay,
you don't think that's crazy.
I think it's fine. Hey
Okay.
Tress, yeah, we're going all right. We're trying to save as many civilians as we can and also kill Amaranth still, but
How do I flip that? Okay, I'm not doing that. Um, I mean, I always have this to use, but this doesn't seem like the right time to use it. All
remember
right,
you
I just
you can flip this back over because you use the action, which wasn't a shift, right? So you can flip it back
oh
over
yeah,
this
yeah.
turn if there's something you want to put
Yeah, and
Doom on.
it's safe because we're not gonna the Doom isn't coming into play
Yeah,
immediately, right? We have like 3 out of
yeah,
7.
but whatever you put, oh, you can put it on Distant Voices, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Okay. So
All right. Yeah, that should help find a weapon also, right?
yeah.
There's also a pretty good chance that I get a no stone on my hunch deck, which would help. So,
Mhm.
all right, trying to fight the raider. Okay, well that was bad.
All right.
Well, the
Well,
good news is I succeed. The bad news is I take a damage and we kill a civilian.
yeah. And that puts us at the skulls are basically auto fails phase. Uh,
The thing is, we've been as far as civilians go, we haven't really let guys just kill civilians hardly
yeah.
ever.
It's
We've
definitely been the
basically just
tablet.
lost it to the tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of my turn. Oh, do we? Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So upkeep. She's gonna engage me, I assume.
Yeah.
Still haven't drawn my weakness. Okay. This guy wakes up. Okay. So, I mean, at some point we don't care about the skull anymore being worse, right? Which is probably the point we're at now.
Oh yeah.
Because -6
I
is
think we're there.
basically is a fail. So, okay.
Yeah.
So Doom happens. Encounter card for me. This thing. That could be bad, but
This sucks.
oof, that's rough.
That's pretty bad. Oh, especially because play, right? So I can't like play the mirror and then play a
Yeah,
thing.
you'd have to play. Yeah, you can't play and heal this
Um,
turn then. Well, you can play, do
yeah,
something else, and then heal. Like you can play, attack, heal, or whatever. But... All right,
bad.
so hunch card. Ah,
That would actually kill. Oh, that I could kill the thrall, or I could ping the thrall with that, which is sort of good. I don't know if that's worth it.
you'd have to Pathfinder down, ping the thrall, stab the thrall,
Stab it.
play
If we
play
want to,
mirror or something.
if we want to kill the thrall, I think that's what we would do.
I mean, it saves civilians, but at this point, I think I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think we're gonna be. Do we want to set a goal of how many civilians we try to save? We only have like 3 or 4 more rounds. Plus, I think you have to go in like 15 minutes, so that might
I know
affect our
I
decision
canceled
slightly.
the first movie I was going to see, so we're
Oh,
fine.
okay. All right, then in that case, I say go kill the thrall because it gives you more time to dig for guns and stuff. Um,
Okay.
one of these 3 cards is a
Um,
Leo. One of them was my weakness. Uh,
that's really funny.
but yeah.
If you could somehow mill the rest of your deck, you should. Like, I don't think you have a way to do it, but if there's some kind of encounter card that lets you do that, that would be great.
Well, again, one of them is my windy weakness, so milling my deck means I trash my discard pile. Anyway, right?
Well, no, I'm saying if you had a way to like just trash the rest of your deck.
Oh yeah, discard from the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I guess. Yeah. So okay. So the plan is like I'm gonna go kill the thrall, and then get to work on the beat cop plan. Is what we're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just noticed this Light of Pharaohs discards ramp non weaknesses from hand. I feel like I made it discard my unprepared last game, but oh well.
Oh, are you gonna move this turn?
I would. Let me think. So if you're gonna deal with the thrall, I would evade her, and assuming I have actions, I would then move. I could move and save civilians, or I could just save these two civilians, which might be that's probably better actually to save the civilians that are
So
here.
you don't really need the train station movement.
If you can use it to further the game state, then go for it. I have other stuff I can do.
I think I can because I think that I can move back to you, which is sort of good. I don't know. I don't know if that actually helps, but whatever. If you're, I guess I won't use it. I'll just end my turn at the square.
Okay.
Pathfinder down here. Um, Play scene of the crime.
I think
Get a clue.
I think I don't need it. So if you want to use it, because then you could Pathfinder to here, and maybe get
Okay.
clues from there next turn or something.
I use the train station thing then. Then attack this with the sword. 6 against 2. This is quick 2. Fail.
Hmm.
I guess I try again.
You can't try again, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm also like damage is becoming a problem.
Well, you,
I could try to evade it committing a pathfinder. No, that's not going to succeed.
I mean, you could burn the eye to evade it with the free trigger.
I was kind of hoping to use the eye to get rid of the distorted reasoning. I think that maybe I think I have to let it hit me once in enemy phase.
Okay.
Which is already so I think I just don't spend my third action. And I hope fervently that I can get rid of the reasoning this turn somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not great. All right, so I don't spend my third action.
Yeah, not ideal, but all right. So I'm up. So 6. I'm at 6 versus 4. And I think I just test and because I don't have anything to commit. I don't have a way to reduce the test, so test. Wow. All right. Lucky there. Can trigger pickpocketing, which I guess I do. Still no weakness, so I'm gonna probably lose my discard pile, and it won't kill me because I'm at full health. But oh shoot, I forgot.
Funny, though.
I forgot to do the compulsion, so I'll do that now. Okay, so I have no more actions. So, but I had the one action.
Compulsion's gone.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, and at the end of my turn, I have to do the distorted reasoning. I use the Eye of Ravens. Oh, I should use the Prism too to search my deck. I'll do that in a sec. I'll use the Prism right now. Because if I find a TTI, I might use it. Okay, I did not find a TTI, but the Vicious Blow is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
So with the base of 6 against 3, and I commit the motivational speech because I'm assuming you're not going to do Leo at this point, and you have you have money anyway. So okay, so 7 against 3. Hooray! Nice. All right, good job, Dan.
Oh, Captain Future. I don't know when you sent that message, but I think we're doing okay. I don't know if we're doing bad. It's getting tight, but
doesn't feel okay. Well, anyway, so enemy phase, I get hit, right?
Yeah. I guess Dan's doing a lot worse than I am.
I actually, you know what? I could let it kill Alice because we think Alice is going to go away anyway, but no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's. Do you think you're going to be able to end up here and get clues with Alice? Is really what's the question is. I feel like maybe not.
Probably not. I also we've lost a couple civilians, so at this point there's only 8 left, and we have 8 clues. So I think we don't even need clues anymore.
Yeah, if we have the actions to do that, which might be kind of tight. I guess I could use the free trigger here to leave. Is that helpful somehow to me? Because if I
yeah.
Oh, no, you used it, right? Yeah. No, you used it.
I can, yeah, okay.
No, we said you used it because we were playing for you to Pathfinder. Yeah. So, all right, never mind then. So upkeep because you did enemy
there phase. It is.
Oh. Well, this last card's Leo, if that is somehow helpful. But okay, all right. Normally that'd be like, oh no, I'm worried that's gonna kill me, but we don't have that many turns left, so I don't think that's gonna be it. So,
Yeah.
all right. Doom happens. We're at 4 out of 5, and I got a ghoul.
5 out of 7, right?
Oh yeah,
There's
5 out
one
of
on
7.
Alice.
Yeah, 5 out of 7. I got a ghoul at the gardens, which I think we will ignore
Great.
because there's no enemies there,
Yep.
and it doesn't have
Ignore
hunter.
forever.
So, right. Oof. Well, I mean, that's one way to kill Alice, maybe.
GTI. 5 against 3.
Did you? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Is that
right.
helpful? Is there a good card? Oh no, you just shuffle your deck.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything. I guess I could put a scene back in there. I don't think that helps at all.
Nah.
Yeah, no, because I want to try to hit a no stone.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool, great job, Joe Diamonds.
Uh.
So we're ignoring this guy. We're trying to kill Amaranth. I need
Yeah.
to finish off this thrall. Um, I think my turn is probably stab him and then play the mirror and heal.
Pathfinder somewhere probably.
Oh yeah, and I guess I flip this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that seems good.
Oh,
So I guess.
hunch is a logical reasoning, which is not great. Would have been cool last turn, but
Yeah. So you also next turn we have to be able to start killing Amaranth, right?
yeah.
I'll be able to
So
do.
that
I can set up to do a exploit weakness and maybe save a couple civilians.
okay.
Yeah, this is a Leo, which I could probably play and get like one extra action out of him over the course of the game. But
Not obviously not worth it.
I mean, I don't. I'm not worried about the money at this point, so I think like spending an action to gain an action and then have future actions isn't that good. No,
But for $6, I mean, if you have nothing else to spend it on, I guess he
I
also soaks, but you're kind of fine on damage. So
yeah, we'll think about it. Okay, so I guess who should go? Should I go first to? Oh, she's on me again. Should I go first to see what I can do on my turn, or because then I get one wolf money at least?
sure,
Because
yeah.
I don't need to help you. You can definitely get rid of this guy.
I mean, absolute worst case, I could like just sacrifice B cop or something, but then we're kind of screwed. So
Okay. All right. So I'll try to evade her. I'm at 6 versus 2. I have a lucky. I have a discard. And I kind of want to discard something to make my deck not just be only abandoned and alone, I guess. but
yeah.
all right. So okay. So I just test. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
So I succeed. Yeah, I guess I'll do pickpocketing. Oh, and I got lone wolf money. All right, so she's evaded. Um, I have 2 actions left. I can either cash to get flashlight charges up, which sets me up for gumption next turn. I think I definitely do that. And I can also play Leo and have an extra action next turn, which also I think is good. So I'm gonna also play Leo. So I immediately get the action back from playing Leo. And so I have 1 action left. So I think I just save a civilian. Yes. Like I could move and there's no reason to get these clues, so it would just be moved to save civilians, which doesn't help at all. Okay, so yeah, I save a civilian. So that is my turn. Which means I didn't discard anything really, but that's okay. All right. So and your turn.
all right. So I will attempt to stab this guy up by 4.
Okay.
I keep like really not wanting to draw it, but it's like what other choice do we have? Okay, so I miss.
Okay.
And try it again, I guess.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Thrall dies,
Okay.
and then I guess I just play the Hella Mirror.
Okay.
Um, should I? I mean, I could like fear. I could just draw and try to find a weapon instead. Maybe.
So we have after
The,
this
the
we'll
thing
have
is,
2 turns to kill her.
the thing is that I kind of get a free draw off of playing the soothing melody anyway. So, all
Yeah.
right, I play the mirror.
Okay.
I
What
guess I
about?
also just made
I
it
was
harder to find a
I was
weapon.
gonna say,
So
did you
whatever.
want before you shuffle us in? Do you want to do the twisted anti-prison? In fact, did you want to do that on the guy before you killed him?
Uh, well, I mean, I already put a doom on him last turn or this turn.
That was
He he he.
last turn, and then
Yeah,
oh
he
so you
had a
just
doom on him.
yeah. So I'm saying so you don't put Doom on him, that's right. But you could do the look effect right now.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
do you want to say you did that before the melodies, or do you want the melodies
I think the melodies are kind of fine, actually.
instead of
No,
a
no,
weapon?
because we only have 2 turns left, so it's only like 2 B pings no matter what. Okay, yeah. Let me get the
Well,
melodies out, I
just
guess.
I was gonna just say do a search, and if you do a melody, you just draw it on the card, or whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is below something, but
Yeah, that's something. The hunch actually also. Well, there's no clues left, so
there's no clues here. So.
all right. Um,
Okay, so it's your turn over. Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Unless I want to Pathfinder someplace, which I think I probably Pathfinder to you, unless you don't want me to.
I get the reason not to would be is if you're gonna like spend clues here first to like save civilians or something, but
Okay, I'll just chill here. That's fine.
because you could Pathfinder next turn
Yeah,
unless an enemy spawns on you. But yeah, okay, all right then.
and we need Alice to die like by next turn, probably.
Yeah, so I guess you need to figure out a way to kill her.
Yeah, I think we can. Worst case, I can play another one over her.
No, you can't do that.
Okay, I guess
No,
that.
not
Okay,
allowed.
whatever. We'll make it happen.
Okay. All right, upkeep. Wow, I drew the
He'll-
emergency cash back. All right. She's back on me. And we got a doom. Yeah, we got 2 turns here. Only
Yep.
one if you can't kill Alice somehow. um,
There's so much damage flying around. I would be shocked if we can't kill Alice.
okay. Okay, counter card for me. All right, she heals 1, and
That's awful.
which is not great.
Yeah.
All right, and then I
And it
draw again.
surges.
Oh, this is kind of what you wanted to kill Alice, but I guess I just test this because I don't care about the damage. So uh, this would kill the last civilian that's here, but that doesn't really change.
If you have enough cards that you don't mind giving up a card, I would redraw.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever I throw out, am I gonna be able to do winging it from discard? No, we don't care about clues anymore, right? Yeah. So.
No.
All right, then we draw. All right, so I succeed and a guy doesn't die. That's good. All right.
Great.
Counter card for Dan. Oh, hey, there you go. I guess.
How
much?
I mean, this is.
So you want to fail
Yeah,
by
this
like
is
exactly
actually-
1 somehow, right?
Well, yeah, this could get pretty scary actually. So
Oh,
I
and
am going to commit.
Oof, and you can die from this, right?
Oh, I can absolutely die from this. Are you kidding?
Well, I have nothing I can commit because of underprepared.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is scary. I wish I'd had time to play that soothing melody because I was probably going to heal Beat Cop for 1 and me for 1, which would have helped.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I'm at 3 against 3, and there's a lot of tokens that just straight up kill me. I can commit the soothing melody, but then I don't even think that really helps. I think there's a pretty good chance I just die.
Yeah, does the soothing melody is the soothing melody protect you from death somehow? I mean, it means you take 1 less damage potentially.
If I survive this, well, okay, I guess here's kind of the real thing: is like it's extremely likely that Alice dies. It's very likely that Beat Cop also dies, and it's quite likely that I also die because that's the order it would happen in. In the rare set of circumstances where I fail by if I fail by 1, then I want the soothing melody to heal Beat Cop. If I fail by 2, then I guess I kind of wanted to heal myself back up so this doesn't happen again next turn. If I fail by 3, then I'm dead. And if I fail by yeah, so
And if you draw a tablet, that's sort of the same as failing by, because you take a damage from that. So like the
it sure
the
is.
tablet's effectively a
Okay,
-3
I think I have to commit this in melody.
to put
All
you
right,
at
so I'm up by 1.
4
Let's
versus
see what
2.
happens.
Okay.
Fail by 2.
Okay.
So Alice, and the good news is Alice died.
Yeah. But you lost the healing and you lost B cup.
Yep, it's very extremely bad.
Dude, for me,
And Amaranth just healed
why did Amaranth heal?
on your turn. On your turn.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or your account card.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So,
Okay, now is it going bad?
now it's going bad. Yeah, I'd say it's
Okay.
bad.
Just wanted to check.
So, yeah, I can do 3 damage to her. Can I recur exploit weakness somehow? If I
We got it. We have to put 9 on her, right?
yeah.
I can like if I can pass 2 tests, I can do 4 to her. But let me see what the punch is. That's sort of helpful. I guess even if I find a weapon, like it would be like no stone, find a weapon, play it, attack once and do like 4 damage with 2 vicious blows, or do 3 damage and save 1 vicious blow for next turn. I think it's unlikely we can kill her this turn unless you can somehow double exploit.
So
But we might be able to finish her off next turn though.
So I can definitely exploit once, but I want to draw my weakness first so that my exploit doesn't get trashed, because then I could potentially draw it again.
Yeah.
So let me think of. So I could just draw and let her hit me, because I am. Oh no, she heals from that. Damn it.
Yeah.
So I could evade. What?
Yeah. Can you once she's evaded once, you can't really.
I can engage her and evade her again, but that's a lot of actions.
Yeah, I don't think you have the actions for that really. Because you suppose you didn't have to worry about your weakness, then you would like evade with exploit, engage, evade again with exploit or something.
Well, the point is that in order to get exploit back, I have to shuffle my deck and get it back. But I only have my deck. My deck is currently will be 2 cards, so I can do that because I will draw a card from pickpocketing when I evade her.
Okay.
Well, actually, wait. Never mind. I draw the card from pickpocketing when I evade her, which I am. Am I still? No, I'm not resolving exploit. What's the stupid order of this? When does this go into discard? Dana asked me a question about this, and I determined it was maybe step 7, but in whatever scenario they asked me, it was not specific enough. If exploit weakness goes in my discard before I trigger the pickpocketing, then that's bad. But if it's after if I can trigger pickpocketing first, then I could immediately draw my weakness and shuffle an exploit weakness. I've also noticed that I will die if I draw my weakness twice.
Well, you could put it on. Oh no, it's direct.
It's direct. So that's also bad. So maybe this is a bad plan.
Okay, so how about this? So what if you don't draw any cards other than what you have to? Okay. Because otherwise there's a pretty good chance. Let's plan for 1 additional turn and hope we survive.
Okay.
So this turn our goal is to, if you can exploit her once, and if I can hit her once with a vicious blow, like potentially we can do 6 damage to her this turn. She's got 3 left. And then next turn, I just need to hit her again with the other vicious blow, and we're hopefully okay. And I can even like that's all we have to do, right?
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of ways it can go. Like I might just not be able to hit her, but at least we can try, right?
Yeah. Did I have this Leo out when I shuffled my deck? I think I didn't. Otherwise I should have put the horror in him. Yeah. If I do the exploit weakness, then I definitely don't have a chance of redrawing it, and I will die at the end of next turn.
Well, the game will run out of time at the end of next turn.
Yeah, but I could resign before then, I guess.
Yeah.
Or
we can both resign. Okay, so I think you should go first, and I think you should just exploit her this turn, and that's really it.
And then I can save some civilians or something.
Rescue, yeah,
Yeah.
rescue some civilians.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that. So I will uh, do the exploit weakness nonsense. So I have I lower her. She is just 4 evade, right? Yes. So I do 2 flashlights. And I get a money from Lone Wolf. Hooray! I do 2 flashlights. It's difficulty 0, so I don't draw a token. And I evade her and do 3 damage. So she's back up to 6 damage, which is what she was at a while ago. And she is evaded. And then
And she's healed like I think entirely off of that card that just makes her flip everything, right?
uh no, she healed. She healed once from the back of the agenda because I had no
Oh
guys
yeah,
on me. Yeah,
yeah.
and then she's healed, I think twice from that her attack thing.
Right.
So all right, so this goes in the bin. Um, Now I have 3 actions left. I think I used the. Should I save this civilian, or is there would you save it for some reason?
Well, if it probably flips this and makes it worse, like probably the train
Mm.
doesn't work anymore or something. But that's,
Ooh,
I mean, the train not working is probably fine. But if it instead says like enemies here get +1 fight, then we're just completely fucked. So
yeah. I mean, because I can go here and save these civilians instead. Like it's uh, that's the difference. Or I could go. I could save this
oh
one. I feel like it
you
will.
know
I feel
what?
like it will turn off that move because
Yeah.
the railway station will be abandoned, so there will be no one to run the trains or
Oh,
whatever.
I should definitely use the ability on this. Like
Ooh,
that's because that's better than no stone.
yeah, or both. You could do both if you wanted.
But well, yeah. I mean, if this doesn't work, then no stone is like the backup.
Yeah. I guess okay. So I have 3 actions to save civilians. If I save this one, it potentially turns off the train. Um, so maybe I don't save that one. Maybe I
I mean, turning
move.
off the train is not a problem. Making some kind of other worse thing there is worse.
Well, if it turns off the train, I also will save 1 less civilian because I lose that free move.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think I just
Okay.
move here and save 3 civilians from here, which leaves you 1 to trigger the
Okay.
thingy.
Yeah,
I
seems
don't
fine.
I don't know if you're spending clues to save civilians. I don't I don't think we have time for
Prob-
that. So
probably not. Yeah.
I'll move here and save some civilians, and
Okay.
that'll be my turn.
Okay. So you spent 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I actually
I
spend
mean,
the
yeah,
clues?
3.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Yeah.
actually spend the
Yeah.
clues.
Okay. So now I'll go. So click 1. I will play the. I will use the square action. So I'll reveal the top 6. Okay, we got a sword.
Oh, unsolved case should have
I will.
been unsolved case should have been your trash, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Should have been
So you
removed from
can
the
draw
game.
1 more, unless the sword's definitely what you want. But
Sword's definitely what I want.
yeah,
But okay. So I install that over the. Where did the sword go?
you put it
Did
down, I
I?
think, didn't you?
Okay. Yep. So I install
Oh
that
yeah.
over the old sword.
Yeah.
And then shuffle. So now, so what I can do is I can Pathfinder to her, and I can attack twice with a vicious blow each time, but I'm only going to be at a 6 versus a 4, and I have like nothing else to commit. That's worse. That's kind of worse than I thought it would be. Um,
So what's the
I could play
alternative?
the no stone.
You try to
Well, I
dig
could
for
play the no.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if I find a overpower or a PMP, like there's things I could find that would be good. That, yeah, I think that's worth it.
Yeah, or a card to heal yourself so you don't die in the death phase.
Yeah, either way. Well, that would only be a soothing melody. All right, so click 2. I'll play the no stone. And the inquiring minds is useless. The TTI would be good. Exactly the first click of next turn.
Mm-hmm.
The PMP. I'm gonna take the PMP.
Do you have a lot of targets for that? I guess you have 2 initiatives and 2 overpowers, right?
That's the idea. The issue is that The initiative
Oh
wouldn't
no,
be good if I wanted.
yeah, you've used one initiative already. But
So there's 3 targets for it. So 3 targets in like, I think that's fairly good odds. Because
okay,
the thing is, if I land with it, then that's like basically 2 cards, right?
yeah,
Um, and I think what I do next is so I could save this last civilian and then move up to the train station with Pathfinder. And then next turn, it's just we really try really hard to kill Amaranth.
yeah.
If not, we resign.
Uh, I had a question. Did you? I guess we didn't know you were gonna get a weapon because I was gonna say you could have flipped this and put it on now, but we didn't know you had a
Yeah,
weapon. So,
that's fine.
uh, yeah, because so if you die, I guess we just won't be able to kill Amaranth because I won't be able to kill her.
Yeah, then you just
So
resign.
so you have to, and I would just resign.
Yeah.
If you move
Okay.
up, if you move up there now, she will be on you, which means I won't be able to evade her. Um,
Oh, she does have retaliate, doesn't
and she
she?
has retaliate. So is it if
Okay.
you're not going to attack her this turn? Is there something else useful you can do?
Well, I mean,
Instead?
yeah, I can save the last civilian on the square.
Okay, that's that's something I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I will spend a clue and I will save the last civilian here, and it becomes abandoned.
Okay. Oh, that could be bad. But...
Well, I can Pathfinder away, so you know.
And you could pathfinder over there, right? And not even to
Right,
not be on her.
exactly.
What's this place called? Square. Okay. What's the damage? Oof, that thing costs 2 more to play. Oh, that's fine. We're gonna leave anyway, probably. So.
Unless you want to like play a lucky during Mythos
Yeah,
phase or
right.
something. Yeah.
I got $8. So.
Yep.
All right. So.
I'll end my turn there.
All right. So upkeep. Oh no, abandoned alone.
Oh, inquiring minds. If only we had a way to drop a clue at the railway station, or bring her to the tombs.
So I just die when I draw a card, right? So I have to resign.
Yes.
Either you have to succeed at killing it, or I have to resign at the end of my turn. So
Yeah, which is basically already true, I think. Right.
yeah. Okay. So doom
Man,
happens.
this is such a horrible ass core set weakness. Like
Which
just
one?
2 direct horror and remove everything from the
Yeah.
game. Like it's so nasty. Like
I mean,
of all the bad core set weaknesses, I think it's the worst one.
it's definitely rough. It's way worse when you draw it later in the game because it trashes so much more of your deck and puts you into
Yeah.
this death spiral. So
I think if they made it now, it would be like 1 direct horror or maybe 2 non-direct horror, and it would say like if you have fewer than 5 cards in your deck, remove it from the game or something. You
yeah,
know?
well, it's like what Safina's is roughly, right? But
Yeah.
all right, this is fine. I'm at full health.
Okay, so this is why I should have Pathfinder, because if I draw this, I die. Or maybe I pass it. We'll see.
uh, didn't we already draw this? All right, whatever. I'm just gonna test this because there's
Yep.
no benefit really. I guess the question is, I could trash something so that my discard pile isn't an automatic failure, automatic kill me, but I don't think that helps, does it? Ah,
Not really.
okay. So
Unless you think you're going to be forced to draw a card for some reason, which I don't think you are.
yeah, so I take 3 damage from this.
Okay.
Leo. Okay. Because I don't. There's no reason to kill civilians. Oof. Is that incredibly bad? No, because it gives you only 2 tries.
Which it was basically the case anyway.
Okay.
How unless that interacts, I guess that makes TTI worse. So it is sort of annoying.
Uh, how does TTI work again?
Well, it makes TTI worse the second. It makes TTI worse the second if I use it like for my.
It's each action that has been completed. This makes you spend an extra action, but you're still only actually doing 1 action, I think.
Okay.
So I think it doesn't make it worse on the, at least on the first one. I think it doesn't do anything. The second one, I'd maybe have to think about the rules harder. So
and the hunch is a no stone. See, it is annoying because if I didn't have the frozen in fear, I would probably play the no stone and then attack twice. So it's sort of bad. All right, so you're gonna go first and try to evade her.
yes, right.
Okay. Yeah, because it probably doesn't. I guess this way, if I miss my first attack, I can resign and we don't kill her, but we don't die. If
Yeah.
you don't evade her, then if my first attack misses, I don't even get to resign. I just die. So
Yeah. I guess I have 4 actions. I can I save any civilians before I evade her? Because I want to resign, right, so that I don't die in case you fail. I think if I move, I could evade her. Then I could save this 1 civilian and resign because you don't have actions to save civilians at all, right?
no.
Okay, so let's do that. How many civilians have we saved? Have we saved like an even amount or something, or an odd amount? We saved 5. Looks like. Oh no, there's one under here. There's also a chance that saving like we want to save like in increments of investigators or something, but whatever. All right, so I move up here, engage her. Um, so I'm at 6 versus 4. I have a lucky and I have a redraw. I can't commit anything because I'm underprepared. So I just test that. Oh, and I succeed. All right, but I don't trigger pickpocketing. She's evaded. I then save a civilian. That is going to make this worse potentially. And there's a chance saving the civilian will not give us anything extra because it's like I think it's going to be in like investigators times. It's usually
So if you save this civilian and it flips it to like increased fight or whatever, it's very bad. If it does something else, maybe it doesn't matter.
It also might turn off the resign.
That would probably
because
also be bad.
because there's no one running the trains. I'm just guessing. This is obviously pure speculation as always.
It's up to you. I would say maybe don't save it, but it's up to you.
Let's see. In that case, is there something else useful I could do?
I wonder if at the end it's going to be like if you saved more civilians than died or something. Yeah. And right now it's even. It's 6 and 6.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely forgot to use flashlight charges on that evade that I just did. I was definitely supposed to do that to make it a difficulty 0. But lucked out, I guess. All right. So I guess I just resign because we're scared of the station. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Well, TTI is useless anyway now because you went first.
Oh,
I forgot about that. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, we can roll it back if you want. But
it just means because so here's the thing: if you go first, then I can still resign even if I miss the first attack. If I go first, then the attacks are going to be better, but if I miss the first attack, I just immediately die.
Because she'll retaliate.
I honestly,
kill you.
Yeah, I don't really care that much either way because it's probably a trauma if I die, and it's like whatever.
It might be a trauma if we resign it. Well, no, if we resign, we probably don't get trauma. But all right, I'm gonna resign. So we'll keep it as it is.
Okay, so we won't roll it back. So there's just like a lot riding on like does my PMP hit basically.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I dropped my clues. I did drop my clues. If that somehow helps now. That does help, right?
No, that's great. That makes the inquiring mind really good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, so I Pathfinder up here. And okay, so click 1, which also uses up click 2. I use the blade, so I'm at 6 against 4, and I play practice makes perfect, and I search the top 9, and I do hit an overpower.
Nice,
which is exactly what we wanted. In fact, I hit both overpowers.
Great.
If only Mandy were here.
Oh, man.
All right. So now I'm up by 4. I think I also commit vicious blow. So I'm up by 5. So I fail on skulls and cultists.
I mean, do you go? I think you go all in on vicious blow, right? And then because you have inquiring mind and overpower for next one, so now you succeed on everything but auto fail, right?
You are right because I was gonna try to spread out the vicious blows, but no, you're right. They both have to hit basically.
Yeah.
So because I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 against 4.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Nice.
Okay. So that's 4 damage.
4 damage.
And the overpower goes to hand, and I draw one. And it's not overzealous. That's good.
That is good.
And then my third click, which is so my last click, I swing again, and I commit these guys. So I'm at 11 against 4.
Nice.
And I succeed. So 2 more damage.
And I think we can apply the damage before the overpower draw.
Before I draw from the overpower. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that option.
Because they're both in step 6, 7, I think. So, okay, so she would be removed from play, so she goes in victory display. I don't know what happens to the key. I assume we just get it or something. But all right,
we end up nothing at all.
Cool. All right. Amaranth's tortured cries resound through the streets as she collapses. A heady wind picks up, whipping the dust in the street into a frantic dervish as the hot sun beats down overhead. Black ichor pools around Amaranth's body as the nexus of vines begins to wither and desiccate around you. The hordes of risen dead stop in their tracks, as if waiting for you to move. Your move. You can see the remaining civilians of Marrakesh flee the city beyond them. Standing over the beautiful, terrible woman, you feel a pang of pity. As you turn her over, you notice the voluptuous flower behind her ear has wilted in the heat. She lets out a primal scream as you pull the blossom from her ear. The stem is several inches longer than you expected and sticky with blood. Ugh, gross. Alright, I believe we do not know her name. So we go to resolution 3. Looking down at the woman who called herself... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Resolution 4. As you hold the last blossom... Wait... I looked at the wrong thing. Yeah, resolution 4. Okay. As you hold the last blossom in your hand, Amaranth convulses on the ground before you. Spitting back ichor, the beautiful young woman claws at you like a frightened animal, then bolts away down a narrow street. Boo! Although you try to follow her, you eventually lose your trail in the confusion of fleeing civilians and shriveling overgrowth. All right, so these jerks we just keep. We don't actually get to kill them. They just get put in a pile and show up later. All right, we get victory X. Oh, I forgot to flip the this over, right? Yeah. All right. As day breaks, the remaining survivors in Marrakesh emerge, and the morbid arithmetic of counting survivors begins. Compare the number of rescued civilians with the number of slain civilians. Boo.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh, man.
Who does the tie go to? Oh, no.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
so if I'd spent that one action, we would have gotten 2 more.
Okay, what's on the what does the other railway station look like?
Let's look at
we have to know.
Yeah, now we have to know to see if we retroactively, with not much information, made a bad decision or not. That would have done nothing.
Would have been fine.
Totally fine. Well, and that's the cost of the blind run, I guess. So, how much experience do we get? Do we get like 2?
Oh, right.
That can't be right. This was such a hard scenario.
It was really fucking hard.
Oh,
but why can't that be right? We got 4 from the first one. That was pretty hard too.
Yeah, but 2? All right.
Hey, if we hadn't killed the lion, we would have only had 1.
That's true. I'm so mad that it's a difference of 1. Was the difference between 2 experience or not?
I'm so mad that we like bent over backwards to save civilians. It was mostly the goddamn tablet that did it to us without us really being able to stop it at all.
All right, well, 2 experience, and we haven't seen the last of Amaranth. Okay. Wait, do we not get the? We don't get the flower or whatever? I guess it died. Huh. All right. I guess maybe we only got it if we knew her name or something.
Probably.
Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. Is this like a good card? Oh, heal a damage and a horror. In exchange,
the thing I think would have been really good about it is you could probably shift it even if there's no enemies in play, I would guess.
Is it a cost? No, it's not a cost. So yeah.
That's the thing. It would have been that actually would have been pretty great.
Is that true? No, because this says must. This says draw the top card in the counter. Yeah, so yeah, that would have been a pretty good heal. But I think we can only get that if we learned her name from somewhere first or whatever.
Yeah.
Butthead says I failed to look at the text correctly. Oh, that is true. I did just not read the text. It's a constant problem. So we do get that. So
Oh,
I
cool.
guess do you want it? Because does it heal beat cop? No, each investigator at your
No.
location. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think
sh-
I am who's more likely to need healing more because we're generally split up. So like the person who has it is going to get healing more often than the person who doesn't.
I feel like you need healing. Like last scenario, we were both almost dead. I mean, this scenario we were also both almost dead, but you were more almost dead. um,
Yeah, the thing I kind of want it because like I have Hallowed Mirror in my deck, but I'm kind of typically going to use that on Beat Cop more than on myself. So I would kind of like it, but I already have a couple. So if you really want it, I won't argue with
it's
you.
not a. I don't think it makes a big difference to me. I guess the reason I would have it is just so that I have like an easily reflippable one, so that I can do like if we have to like do the whatever that terrible card
Yeah,
is, the
Bonded Red or Bounded
bound and
Red.
red. That would be the only
Yeah,
thought for me, but I think you will get more benefit out of the healing and stuff. So
I think yeah. I man, like having a free heal is honestly going to be pretty good.
yeah, it's not on B
Yeah,
cop, it's on you, but
still, yeah. Let me if you don't care, let me take it because
all
I
right,
think that would be good.
let's add it to your pile. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so we do get it. We got two victory. Oh, man, okay. We mark a time and then we embark. So I guess before we do embark stuff, what do you think of this scenario?
Um, I liked some things about it. I liked the location, and well, we always like the push your luck scenarios, right? Those are cool. I
Hmm.
think it felt very, very difficult, and maybe we're playing it too early. Like it's hard to know with Scarlet Keys. Like I think in theory there's supposed to be kind of difficulty scaling is it's not inherent to the scenario. It's sort of partially based on when you play it, right? So maybe there's some stuff that like I don't know if this is like our fourth scenario,
If
right?
if we played it later, we would have started on Act Two,
Oh,
and put Doom on Agenda One equal to the number of players.
I
I guess
mean, it
that's
should
kind
be
of
said when
fine. But
so
yeah.
when we're talking about the difficulty of it, we made some bad decisions. I think that we decided we were going to kind of tank Amaranth for a while and work on rescuing civilians,
Hmm.
and then we proceeded to like kind of fumble around and barely survive and not really save that many more civilians.
Yeah.
Like we spent a lot of turns and we made it very hard for ourselves to actually finish off Amaranth, and we didn't
Uh,
really. It turns out we got basically nothing out of it because we ended up tied, right?
well, if we had less civilians, we would have gotten trauma. Less civilians than saved them.
Right, but
But
but the thing is, we so from the time that the Amaranth second form came out, I
hmm.
believe at that time we had rescued slightly more civilians than had died. So if we had just killed her right then, it turns
Well,
out that would have been better.
when her form came out, we didn't have the option to save civilians, did we? Oh no, that was Act Two, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like or at least we could have because we thought it was like we have to try to rescue as many civilians as possible. We didn't realize because it's the blind run that you actually just want to have more rescued than killed.
yeah,
So like if we'd known that, we would have quickly gotten to like three civilians dead and five rescued or whatever, or four rescued, and then we would have like immediately because we would have like immediately killed her. And instead
yeah,
we let her heal herself. We took a shitload of damage. You know, a bunch of awful stuff happens, and then in the end we ended up with basically tied.
yeah. It looks like yeah. If you come in here late, and you start with more slain civilians if you come in later, which we did start with two
Okay.
because we came in at 12 or something, just barely.
Yeah, I mean that would have been tough. But I just think in general, so like pretty much all the locations have fairly high shroud. Um, the encounter deck was really nasty, in particular for some of the and there's just a lot of enemies.
And
Like the ghouls that surge are just awful because it feels like you have the board clear and then immediately there's like three enemies out, and you if you don't want them to kill civilians, you have to go clean them
yeah,
up.
they're
So
mostly like kind of weak, squishy enemies, so like they're easy to pick
they
off.
are.
Which I think
Yeah.
thematic of like oh it's like zombies are coming or whatever. That's kind of fun where it's like you got to run around and kill them as they pop up.
Yeah, it's
The
also I
encounter
don't know.
deck, I like for me the encounter deck was not very scary. For you, it was very scary
It was pretty
because it
bad.
was a
Yeah.
lot of will and agility tests.
Well, you
Um,
have like grasping hands, rotting remains, frozen in fear, and the alternate frozen in fear, all of which are pretty bad for Joe.
yeah,
I don't know. I think I might have been upgrading my deck badly. Like I got the Studiouses just because I was like, well, they're always good, and I didn't really want to think about it too hard. But I probably really should have been working on like better weapons because I'm just always running out of bullets, and that's not
Yeah,
what you
like
want
we
to do.
need to get the Melteronis online.
Yeah, the thing is, if it was still old Melteronis where they do 3 damage, I already would have upgraded into them. But with the new ones, it's sort of like, well, okay, they're good, but in order for them to really be better than a regular weapon, you kind of want to have caches out as well. And like, I guess you have caches, but I don't have them yet. So
I have caches to help you load up. I mean, I guess I only play. I know, I guess I played them twice instead of playing a second flashlight, basically. But
I think I'll probably put a blue tarot card in my deck, which will help, I think, a bit.
mm,
And or maybe a second B
well,
cup. I don't know.
so I mean, I guess my thoughts on the scenario. I think I like this scenario. I thought I mean, I like the scenarios when it's like very tightly. It feels very tightly tuned, like that you're just barely staying ahead. But once we get to the point where we're like
Yeah.
snowballing it, it's like okay, you know. Or but also at the same time, if you get to the point where you're like getting crushed, it feels bad. And it sounds folks in chat are saying doing this late is like really rough, and
Yeah.
they're implying there's another one that might also be pretty rough. So I guess we'll see if we find it.
I'm sure that's true. Doing it late seems really hard, but also if our decks were like fully tricked out, we might have been in a better position.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
was
know.
one that we could have learned information about in San Francisco, but I think that only would have given us a different resolution, so that didn't help. So
I
maybe
wonder if that would have been the Amaranth's true name thing.
uh, yeah, that's probably what it was. The Rome or what was it? Stockholm, Moscow. One of the ones we did already was like we could have learned about Havana, and I think we took experience instead, which is fine. And so maybe that's the same type of thing there. It'll just be like a different resolution, which is a little less scary than I thought, less bad than I thought it would be. But to not know that, so yeah. But I don't know. I liked it. I liked some of the art. I like again. I'm zombie animals are always scary and cool. So I kind of like the civilian mechanic of trying to save them, but like yeah, the fact that it costs one action for one does make it very very difficult to save them. And there's a lot of enemies. I mean, we've been complaining that we haven't seen very many enemies in the campaign, and this one made up for it, I think. So, thanks for hanging out. As always, appreciate the likes, follows, subscribes, comments on if I've messed up the rules, and all that. You can follow us at social.mer.fm to find out when we stream or do podcasts, or follow us on Twitch if you want to catch the live show.
You can also comment to tell us all the stuff that we just did as like tactical mistakes, but I think we already realized most of those. So
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
in the blind run, it's more like 2020
yeah,
hindsight,
yeah,
right? So,
yeah, exactly.
but I'm fine. Like any feedback is good
Yep.
feedback as long as it's not
Oh yeah,
aggressively nasty or whatever.
it's it's all
Although
good.
I
It's
guess
all good.
YouTube doesn't care actually if it's nasty. It just makes us feel bad. um, but yeah, all right. So that's it for this scenario. If you're on Twitch, stick around. Otherwise, there's probably a link on the YouTube to the interlude stuff that people can check out. So bye for now.
Hi, everybody.